the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is OilCountry.
McDavid, score!
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's the Edmonton Oilers. It's the Los Angeles Kings. And it's right here at Rogers Place. Good evening. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We're the Oilers Radio Network. The starting lineup brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Kasperi Kapanen. On defense, Darnell Nurse, Ty Emberson. In goal, it's Connor Ingram. For the Kings, Quinton Byfield with Warren Foegele and Corey Perry up front. Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty on defense. Anton Forsberg, he starts in goal. The referees are TJ Luxmore and Eric Furlat. The linesmen, Trent Knorr and Travis Toomey. We've dropped the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place. Emberson at the Edmonton line. The puck went off a stick, just off the stick of Nurse, and now cleared out, and Anderson will shoot it in.
Be interesting to see how Nurse and Emerson play together. Not played a lot together this year.
Nurse has it right now as he weaves his way to center. Now shoots it in off the end glass. It's in behind the Los Angeles net over to the right side. Kapanen to the left off the stick of Draisaitl. Byfield will get it out for Los Angeles. Left wing go Foegele, but he was in early, and it's offside against the Kings. 35 seconds into a scoreless first.
Well, Corey Perry had a great year here last year at Edmonton. 19 goals in the regular season, double digits in the playoffs. Had to leave the team due to a family matter. He is back for the game tonight.
He didn't play last night in that 5-1 loss in Winnipeg.
And he's been good so far for Ken Holland's LA Kings.
21 points in 35 games for Corey Perry. They'll put the face-off at center as Nugent Hopkins will flip the puck to Forsberg. The netminder steers it to the corner. Nugent Hopkins on the left wing side. Brant Clark got it up the right, and that is cleared out by Kempe, and that's icing against the Kings.
Well, how different looking are the LA Kings? No Andrei Kopitar. This is his last season. He's out. Obviously, he's a great player. But the guy that I think has been arguably their best player against Edmonton in the last 4 years in the playoffs, all winners' victories in the playoffs, has been Philip Deneau. He had 8 points last year in 6 games. He was +2. And fell apart this year for him in Los Angeles. Got traded to the Montreal Canadiens for a second-round pick. Very different-looking team tonight. Edmonton's facing down the middle.
Off the draw, puck behind the LA goal. Chopped around to the right wing point. Bouchard kept it in, top of the circle. Laferriere got it to the line. Bouchard on the right to McDavid, top of the circle. A pass off the skate of Laferriere. Puck is in, down the left wing, goes to McDavid, into the middle, and just broken up before it got to Nugent Hopkins. Laferriere to center, on the right to Kempe into the Oilers zone, a shot blocked, and now Kempe in front of the net. Fiala will spin around and put it wide. Top of the circle, Hyman run into by Kempe. Puck gets near the line, and McDavid can play it back to Bouchard. Will go in behind the Edmonton net.
Well, Kempe, as we all know, can really shoot the puck. Don't want to give him an opportunity.
Bouchard, fourth in defenseman scoring in the NHL coming into tonight's action. Able to get the puck in. Dumoulin lost it at the side of the net, but the whistle went with a glove pass. Otherwise, it was about to be jammed on goal at the side of the net. The face-off will come outside the blue line. Oilers coming off 4-3 comeback win in Winnipeg on Thursday night.
Rare, tough start for a guy you know well, Darcy Kemper. He's had a good season this year for LA, good 2 years.
Yep.
The only Oilers got to him is that series we're on last year, Cam.
He played the first 40 last night in that loss in Winnipeg for the Jets as Kuzmenko down the right wing. Into the right wing corner. His pass side of the net. Turcotte couldn't get it in front of the net. Back to the left wing point. It goes to Dumoulin. He'll shoot it. That's blocked in front. And the puck goes into the middle and over to the right wing. And on that right side, Fiala to the middle, then off the stick of Savoy, and it goes out of play. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone here in a scoreless first. Nice ceremony before the game for Leon Draisaitl and 1,000 points.
Yeah, it was awesome stuff.
Yes. His family here, and great to see it. The fans here at Rogers Place appreciate it. Face off to the left of Connor Ingram. His last game was Tuesday at 24 saves and a 6-2 win versus Nashville. Turcotte to take this draw against Trent Frederick.
Turcotte's at 55%, so is Frederick. Turcotte waved out.
In comes Fiala. Frederick wins the draw to Nurse, gets taken to the boards by Turcotte. Puck goes to Frederick on the left wing. Has to poke it back to Nurse. Nurse across to Emberson. Up the right side, off the boards. Pinching up was Dumoulin, so no icing. Forsberg forced to play it. Rims on the right. Fiala up the right wing boards. Hellenius to center ice. Off the boards and in. Regula behind the Edmonton net. Takes a bump, gives it to Stastny, and he'll come up the left side. Center ice to Lazar. Will dump the puck in softly. Mikey Anderson into the corner for Los Angeles. Up the boards, it does not get out. Regula on the right point. Working it past him. Andre Lee will get it out. Now on the right, gave it to Ward. He'll try to drive towards the net. One hands it on goal. And a save made by Ingram. And Lazar comes out for Edmonton through the middle of the ice. And he'll dump it in off the corner boards. Turning it up, Doughty to Lee. Now to Byfield. On the right to Ward. Through the brakes on, lost an edge, lost the puck. Draisaitl to center ice for Edmonton. Over the King line, now to the middle. It goes to Ekholm, shot off a stick to the side of the net. It goes, and at the top of the circle, it's cleared out. Scoreless here on the first, 3.5 gone. The Oilers take on the Kings as the puck dumped in by Kapanen. Ooh, flying in there was Bob Colson. Ran himself into the end boards almost, and at center ice, the puck is dumped in. And it's Bouchard on the right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl cross ice backhand pass to Mattias Ekholm. Shoots it into Kings territory. Edmondson up against the boards. To Warren Fogle. Now up the left wing. It gets to center ice. On the left side, LaFerriere into the corner. Emberson took him off of it. Nurse. And get it back to Emberson on the right. Through the middle for McDavid, comes into the King zone, goes down that right side behind the net, over to the left. McDavid to the left wing point. Nurse will shoot it. Tip just wide of the net. Kempe will get it off the boards. Up to Malott on the left. And over the center ice line will lift the puck in. McDavid got points in 17 straight out from behind his net. He'll get to center on the right. Couple of moves into the King zone. And Kuzmenko able to take it away. Puck cleared to center. Kuzmenko on the right to Fiala. Stripped of it by Stastny. Then Kuzmenko gets it back. Kuzmenko will get it back to the point. Nobody there yet for the Kings. They're making a change. And it comes out to center ice.
Kings already look better in the first 5 minutes tonight than they did last night against Winnipeg. They missed a high stick there. Regula got a high stick.
Puck back to the line and out. And Doughty has it in the neutral zone. Just over 5 minutes gone here in a scoreless first. The Oilers hosting LA tonight. Puck flipped into the Oilers zone, and it's Fiala off the left wing boards to Anderson on the point. Smacks it in behind the net. Regula on the right wing for Savoy. Up the right side off of Ike Howard and out. Doughty in the neutral zone. On the right wing, Turcotte got stripped of it, and the puck comes into Los Angeles territory. Anderson on the right to Doughty. Up the right side to Ward. Gave it to Lee, to Ward, and he'll dump the puck in. Lee after it. Pokes it around on the left. It's top of the circle. Savoy gets to the boards, to the line. Hellenius could not hold it in. That is offside against the Kings as we're 5 minutes and 45 seconds into a scoreless first period.
Good pace and tempo in this game.
Yes, it is. Taylor Ward playing in his 4th NHL game, 3rd game of this season. His father, Dixon Ward, from Leduc, longtime NHLer. So Edmonton ties for Taylor Ward.
A little bit bigger than Dixon.
Yeah.
Out-of-town update. Big matchup in PA. And the Edmonton Oil Kings get a 4-3 victory. Miroslav Malenko, the Leafs pick, with a goal and an assist. He's in top 5 scoring in the Western League right now. He's a good player.
It's a heavyweight tilt tonight in Prince Albert. Speaking of which, there'll be one Wednesday when the Oil Kings host Medicine Hat.
And we're coming to that game.
Better believe it. Puck goes into the King zone. It's in the left wing corner, and it's Lazar. Back to the blue line, shot by Stastny, and that goes wide of the net. On the right side, Lee's able to get it out. Lazar in the neutral zone.
Look out.
He got hit. He got to center and shot it in. Forsberg out to play it. Scoops it on the backhand. That one goes off of Frederick. He can't touch it, or it's a high stick. Now the Kings do touch it. Clark to Edmondson, and he'll get it up in the air and out. Glove down by Stastny. Now to Lazar. Dump the puck in. Oilers will make changes. Clark will take it in behind his net for the Kings. Steps out in front of it. On the right to Dumoulin. At center, wires the puck in. Rims on the left. It's top of the circle, off of Kapanen. It won't get out. Byfield into the slot. A shot just goes wide of the Edmonton net. The Oilers able to get it out. And on the right, Ceci got it to center, but Kapanen right back into the middle. The puck calls it, and he hammered it over the net and off the glass. Puck to the right wing point. Bouchard across the line. Across to the right point where Draisaitl is. Spins away from Fogle. He'll get into the middle. A shot off the glove of Forsberg. Puck on the right wing. Podkolzin to Draisaitl. In front of the net. Podkolzin couldn't get his stick on it. Oilers with good pressure. Puck in the left wing corner. Ekholm behind the net to Draisaitl. Draisaitl steps out. His pass was off a stick. Came right back to him, though. He'll come up top of the circle. Cycle the puck to Podkolzin to Draisaitl on the right wing. A shot, save Forsberg, and he swept it over to the boards. Back to the blue line. It's Bouchard to the right wing corner. We're scoreless here in the first. 7:45 gone. Draisaitl to the left wing point to Ekholm. Now through the middle. Nugent Hopkins shot misses on the stick side. Off the left wing boards. Dumoulin will get it out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Kings can make a change, which they desperately needed as McDavid comes through the middle, over the line, and separated from the puck. Ferrier, the Edmonton blue line, lost it there. Ferrier gets it back, gives it to Doughty. Come in on the right wing, off the right wing boards, goes into the corner. He hacks it in behind the net. LaFerriere to the side of the goal. That just pushed wide by Malott. To the point for Doughty, a shot save made by Ingram. Puck back to the left wing point. Anderson off the left side, a snapshot. That hit bodies, goes into the corner. Kempe went to center, it hit a stick, goes to the right point. Doughty played it in behind the net. Puck to the left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins pinned by Kempe, and then Malott's pass goes through the slot. Nobody there, goes to the line, back in. That's offside against the Kings. We can take a break. 8 minutes, 49 seconds gone here in a scoreless first. The Oilers hosting the Kings from Rogers Place. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes.
Up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today. And spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here in the first. Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings. We've played 8 minutes, 49 seconds of the first period. The Oilers winners of OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live. In addition, tonight's jackpot draw, you can win a signed Oilers jersey and $1,000 cash. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Total jackpot, $672,000 right now.
5-3 was the official final for the Oil Kings, so that's a great road trip for them, Cam.
Yeah. Incredible. And they were losing in Prince Albert. Were they down 2-0 at one point?
Yes.
Yes.
Rallied for a 5-3 win.
Yep. Good work by the Oil Kings. Bouchard, side his own line in the middle to Ekholm. Now to Draisaitl. On the right to Bouchard. Into the King zone. Kuzmenko broke it up, got it out. Draisaitl to Ekholm. Has to shoot it in. Forsberg out of his net. Stops it. Right corner to Clark. He gets hit. Puck turned over. Capping it out to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl didn't waste any time, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, huge forecheck there. Vasily Podkolzin just went in and whacked Brent Clark, and then cap it in a pass right into the middle, and Draisaitl one time's at home, and the Oilers have a 1-0 lead. But you get in on the forecheck, good things happen. Leon open, and he quickly ripped one past Anton Forsberg, 1-0 Edmonton.
22nd of the year for Draisaitl. 9:12, time of the goal. And you nailed it. Great forecheck. Started with Podkolzin, then Kapanen finds Draisaitl in the slot. It's 1-0 Edmonton. Puck goes to Bouchard. Out to the line to Podkolzin. On the right to Kapanen towards the net. Stopped by Forsberg. Doughty wheels in behind the goal and up the right wing. Give it to Kuzmenko. Cross ice to Anderson. On the left wing to Turcotte. Off his stick and in. Bouchard in the right wing corner for Draisaitl. Through the middle of Podkolzin on the right wing to Kapanen. Kapanen will flip the puck in. Oilers try to make a quick change as Doughty out with it for the Kings to center to Fiala. Cross ice to Anderson. On the left to Kuzmenko. Into the Oiler end. Pass picked off by Regula and quickly gets it up the right wing. Savoy into the Kings zone. Dropped it to Howard, but he was pressured. Puck goes to the right wing. Roslovic laid it in behind the net. Doughty on the right for Hellenius. And Hellenius off the right wing boards and out. Stastny put it off the boards, but it was a little hot for Howard, and Hellenius right corner to the right wing point. Ceci will shoot it, partially blocked and steered wide. Left wing corner, Stastny for Edmonton. 1-0 Oilers lead, 9:38 to go here in the first period. Kings are offside, they're gonna tag up, they do, as Regula can slide up the right wing and then shoot it in. On the right side, it goes to Corey Perry. It's in his skates.
What a smart play.
And he gets it up through the middle to Byfield. Byfield over the line to Perry. Perry to the right corner. Now to Byfield. Goes over to the left side. Fogle in there too. Puck came loose, and it's McDavid out to center ice. In over the King line. Cross ice pass to Nurse in front of the net. Just missed Nugent Hopkins for the tap in. And the puck in behind the King goal. Ceci up against the boards. Came free to McDavid to the blue line. Emberson to Nurse. On the right to McDavid. Trying to get away from Byfield. Gets through the middle. Gives the puck to Nurse. A snapshot. And that was knocked away by the glove of Forsberg. And it's in behind the net. Up the left side. Dumoulin got it out to Perry. Now on the right to Fogle. Into the Oilers zone. A shot. And that hit the stick of Bouchard. Fogle will center it. No one from the Kings able to get a stick on it. Fogle have it come back to him on the right wing. A shot, save made by Ingram. Ingram squeezes it. He holds on. 8:25 to go in the first. 1-0. Oilers lead the Kings from Rogers Place. It's for Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
This hockey season, let the fun extend beyond the ice with Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code OIL50. That's code OIL50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today and find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Edmonton leads on the goal by Leon Draisaitl. It's 22nd of the year from Kasperi Kapanen. Both those players now with points in 3 straight. Face off to the left of Ingram. As Corey Perry being recognized on the screen. And gets a great welcome back from the fans here at Rogers Place. Puck to the left wing corner off the draw in the Edmonton zone. Emberson taken to the boards, and the puck comes loose. Kempe behind the net to Malott. Over to the right. Nurse take him up to the top of the circle. Jammed free. Laferriere, right wing corner for the Kings. All the way to the left wing point. Edmondson across the line to Clark. Will shoot it, and it's saved by Ingram. He holds on. There'll be another face-off in the Edmonton zone.
Oh, a good matchup there for Jim Hiller. He gets his top line out on the ice against the Oilers' fourth line. That's some nice-looking helmets the Kings tie there.
Yeah, the shiny silver.
The silver domes.
Yes. To go with the white, black, and silver uniforms. Oilers in their regular home blues. The puck in the left wing corner. And it's Fiala coming up with it, top of the circle to Doughty. Hammered it towards the net. It was tipped just wide by Kuzmenko.
Kuzmenko gets a lot of goals from right around the net. He's not scared to go there.
Draisaitl at the Edmonton blue line. Spins back into his end. Now up through the middle to Kasperi Kapanen, to Podkolzin to Kapanen. Off his stick, it goes into LA territory. Kapanen pokes it to the right corner. Draisaitl put off the side of the net, and it comes to him on the right wing. Now to Kapanen, to Draisaitl, right corner. Bumps it to the right wing point. Bouchard to Draisaitl, to Kapanen, works to the middle. Now it gets there. Ekholm, shot. Now it hit bodies in front. Puck on the right wing. Draisaitl to the right wing point. Matthias Ekholm gets to the middle of the ice, all the way to the left now. Left side has to rim the puck on the right. Bouchard in from the blue line to the right wing corner it goes. Anderson ties up with Podkolzin. Puck goes to Doughty. Give it to Anderson. Anderson at his own blue line. To Doughty. Doughty stepping up to the neutral zone. On the right to Hellenius. Off the right wing boards and in.
Oilers might need a change here on D.
Puck back to the blue line. Ceci shoots it, and that is off the stick of Howard and way up and out of play. 6:38 to go here in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads.
Hard not to like Cody. Ceci spent 3 years at Edmonton, scored a huge goal for the Oilers against the LA Kings. The 1-0 goal in Game 7 of the 22 series that Edmonton's Connor McDavid scored the other goal in, 2-0 shutout. And then in the 24 series against the Vancouver Canucks, he powdered home one from the point, the 1-0 goal in Game 7. He made him count, and a very well-liked member of the team.
Face off to the left of Ingram. McDavid wins the draw. Nurse on the right wing to Emberson through the middle, and that misses McDavid, who had his stick lifted, and that's going to be an icing call. Face-off back down into the Oilers zone. Oilers in Chicago on Monday, in Nashville on Tuesday.
So it's the father's strip, and you would have to believe a bunch of the dads are already here.
You would think so, yes. Get a little jump start on it.
Yep.
Face-off to the right of Ingram.
Kempe taking the draw here.
Yeah. Ties up, puck goes to LaFerriere off the post. And Clark has it on the right point to LaFerriere. One-time shot, and that one was blocked in front of the net. Puck gets to the line. LaFerriere kept it in. Kings come close to tying it. Puck to the middle. LaFerriere in front of the net. The shot just put wide by Clark as Brandt Clark had jumped up into the play. McDavid out from behind the net on the left wing, now to center Nugent Hopkins. Wanted to get it back to McDavid. That doesn't work. Doughty, long bank pass to Clark, now to Malott. Into the Oilers zone, drops it LaFerriere. Coming back was Hyman, got it free to Nugent Hopkins. Into the LAN, now to Hyman, a shot just off the arm of Forsberg, and it goes out of play. And now we get a gathering up against the boards inside the Los Angeles zone.
Well, Clark's given a couple shots to some of the other players here. Draisaitl in the first shift of the game. Cooler heads will prevail.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, and we can take a break. All right. 5:49 to go here in the first period. 1-0. Edmonton leading Los Angeles on the goal by Leon Draisaitl. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates, always. Gimmicks, never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Emcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0. Oilers lead the Kings. 5:49 to go here in the opening period. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Kings zone to the left of Forsberg. Roslovic, Savoy, and Howard out there with Regula and Stastny. Byfield's taking the draw for Los Angeles. No, Roslovic out of the face-off circle. And the puck to the right wing point. Regula's shot goes wide of the net. Stastny kept it in to Howard behind the goal to Savoy. Savoy steps out on the right side. To the right wing point to Regula. Take a snapshot, and that goes just wide of the net. May have glanced off a leg. Puck in the left corner. Howard On the left wing to Roslovic, top of the circle. Now to Savoy. Savoy across to the right for Regula. Put it off the end boards to the left side, to the left wing point. Stastny on net, blockered away by Forsberg. It's top of the circle in the Kings zone, and getting it out will be Ceci. And it's Ceci through the middle, left wing to Fogle, into Edmonton territory, to the right wing corner, hits those corner boards. Savoy into the left corner to Stastny, and now to Roslovic, went off his stick and right to the netminder, Ingram. He'll cover it up.
Philip Broberg today, drafted by LA's general manager Ken Holland when he was the GM of the Oilers, signing a 6-year extension, $8 million. He has been knocked out of the game tonight. He ran into or got run into by Mark Stone. Will not return for the St. Louis Blues, who are here a week tomorrow. Oilers had 6 games in 9 days in 4 different cities.
It's a lot. Face off to the left of Ingram.
And if they're going to not call any penalties in this game, it's going to favor LA. Because the Kings don't have a great power play and their penalty killing struggling, and Edmonton's power play is absolutely killing it.
Puck along the right side. Lee put it across the slot, but Kapanen in there for Edmonton, and he can come through the middle. Now on the right to Draisaitl, into the Kings zone. Draisaitl stops on the right wing, to the right wing point. Emberson to Nurse on the left. Around the board, so it gets into the corner. Clark there for the Kings. Right side to Ward. Off the boards, down the ice. It'll be icing against Los Angeles.
Out comes McDavid. And Nugent, or McDavid and Hyman. I think Leon's going to stay on the ice here for this ozone draw. Out of the commercial break on the icing.
Yeah. Delaney has taken the draw for the Kings.
And he's at 49.3% this year against Leon. And he wins it.
Won that one.
It's amazing how many times I whammy these guys.
Clark tried to clear it out. He couldn't. It's kept in, and McDavid has it on the right wing. To the blue line, to Bouchard, right side, Draisaitl, cross ice. He was looking for Ekholm, and that hit the stick of Ward. It came out. Bouchard at center. Over to Ekholm. Left side shoots it in. Rims to the right. Puck along the right wing boards. Poked into the corner by McDavid. Hellenius takes him to the right corner. Now to Draisaitl. That's come up to the right wing. Give it to McDavid. McDavid into the right corner. He'll get it in front of the net. Can't get a shot. Puck comes loose. Draisaitl. He's got it. His shot. It's blocked. Draisaitl has it again on the left wing. Left wing corner to McDavid. In behind the King net to the right. Up the right to the middle. Now on the left to Ekholm. He'll bring it in front. Pulled to the backhand. Went off his stick.
Could have called 3 penalties there.
Puck to the top of the circle. McDavid across the line. Runs into Fiala. Still has the puck. Pass to the right corner for Draisaitl. Oilers up 1-0 here in the first. 3:20 to go in the period. It's along the boards, and Fiala's going to get it out for the Kings. At center to the middle to Laferriere. Couldn't handle the pass, and it's Hyman down the right wing. Into the Kings zone to McDavid. In behind the net to Hyman. Goes back to the right wing corner. Doughty taken to the boards by McDavid. Comes loose. McDavid centers it. Nobody there for the Oilers. And Fiala, left wing to Laferriere. Off the glass, hit one of the stanchions. Puck in the neutral zone. Laferriere into the Oiler end. That's offside against.
Guys, I mean, they had 3 penalties in one sequence. 3 chances to make a call, and they didn't.
2:45 to go in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Draisaitl, the goal scorer. That was 9:12 into this first period.
I mean, absolute hook. Kevin Fiala thought he had a penalty. He hooked Matthias Ekholm on the net drive. I mean, if he doesn't hook him, he dekes around the goalie and sticks it into the yawning cage.
Puck at center. Dumoulin had it hop over his stick. Now on the left wing, comes back to him. Dumoulin on the left, that misses. Kempe, that's icing against Los Angeles.
Nugent Hopkins out here with Vasily and Kapanen. But Colson and Kapanen have got a little bit of chemistry playing together.
Yes.
Obviously, we're involved in a game-winning goal in overtime that eliminated the Vegas Golden Knights round 2 last year.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. Puck to the corner. CC up against the boards with puck Colson. CC got it free to Dumoulin on the left. Dumoulin will go up in the air through the middle and out with it. Nurse has to chase after it. Kempe's getting in there, but Nurse got his stick up. And
You
a high
had
sticking
3
call.
chances to call stuff before, did not call anything. The Oilers had offensive zone puck possession, 3 chances around the net, and now Nurse goes to the box. And that's what frustrates me. I mean, they're sitting there water skiing off McDavid and Draisaitl for an entire shift. LA's power play, by the way, is 29th in the league at 15.3%. The Oilers' penalty killing has moved up to 16th. It's at 80%.
Oiler penalty kill is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
TJ Luxmore and Eric Furlat are referees tonight. Not sure you mentioned them. McDavid out there to start the penalty kill here.
Oh, no, we got them in there.
Okay, good job getting them in there. We always want to recognize who the officials are.
Face off to the right of Ingram.
Good, bad, or indifferent. In a perfect world, they're indifferent.
Puck to the line. Clark in the middle. Clark will shoot it. Saved by Ingram. Rebound, scores. It dropped down. Corey Perry was there, and he smacks it in and ties the game at 1. A power play goal by the Kings. It looked like Ingram had it, but he didn't. Just a little snapshot from the point.
A little bit of a deflection.
Came out of his glove. Perry gets his 10th of the year. At 17:50.
Oilers challenging? No. That's a good goal.
Yeah. So Corey Perry in front of the net. The game's tied at 1. To center ice, Stastny will shoot it in. Anderson taken to the boards by Lazar. Puck goes into the right wing corner. Anderson again, pinned by Lazar, but got it loose to Doughty. To the middle of the ice, too far for Fogle. Lazar at the blue line. Rims the puck in on the left. Janmark peels it off the left wing boards. To the point, but Stastny had moved to the middle, so the pass misses him and it goes all the way down. Stastny, a right corner of the Edmonton zone. Now through the middle of the ice, up to Regula. A backhanded in. Roslovic flies after it. Edmondson will get it on the left wing for Kempe. Now out to center to Malott. He'll come in on the right. Malott in front of the net. Pass comes across, but off the stick of Clark. Clark now on the left wing will turn and shoot it. It's blocked. And Roslovic up the right wing for the Oilers. Into the Kings zone. To the right wing point. Emberson to Roslovic. Right wing corner. Clark got it loose. Won't get it out of the zone though. Howard on the right wing point. Over to the left. For Nurse. A shot. Save made by Forsberg. He holds on with 55 seconds to go in the first. And the game tied at 1. And Roslovic gets into it a bit with Clark. Right at the Kings net. Break that up. So Perry from Clark and Kuzmenko at 17:50. That ties it at 1 here in the first. Face off to the right. Anton Forsberg. Forsberg 6-6-3 this year. This is his 17th appearance. Draisaitl out of the face-off circle. McDavid will take it. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. Byfield taking the draw for the Kings. He wins it. Doughty goes behind the net. Left side to Fiala. Fiala up the left wing to Fogle. And to the Oiler end as Bouchard knocks down Fogle. Puck goes to the boards. Ekholm in behind the net on the right to Bouchard. Up the right wing and through the middle comes Draisaitl. At center ice, left side to McDavid, now to Bouchard. Went off his stick, puck sent to the line, kept in by Ekholm. He'll drill it around to the left. 25 seconds to go in the period. Draisaitl at the top of the circle, but Fiala got it free. Fiala to center ice, and he put it off the corner glass at the Oiler bench. 18 seconds to go here in the first. Oilers and Kings tied at 1. Draisaitl scoring for Edmonton. Perry for Los Angeles. They'll put the face-off right at center. Nugent Hopkins will take the draw. He's out there with Kapanen and Podkolzin. Puck goes on the right to Stastny. He'll shoot it in to Podkolzin off the left wing boards. Around to the right. Emberson got it to the middle of the ice. Hellenius off the boards and out. And they'll call that icing against the Kings, and the Oilers will get an offensive zone face-off.
I put McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman back on the ice here for a final 4.8 seconds. Chris isn't gonna.
All right, face-off to the right of Forsberg. Goes behind the net. Dumoulin will just hold on to it. Period will end. Oilers and Kings tied at 1 here after 1.
LA had a good period.
They did.
And they were aided and abetted by the fact that when Edmonton had zone possession, no calls. Off of cycles where they were hacking and whacking. Not sure what LaFerriere is talking about. Got a lot of beneficial calls, in my opinion, in that period, or non-calls. So, but LA worked.
Draisaitl night at Rogers Place. Al Stafford is the public address announcer here.
On December 16th, Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl became the 103rd player in NHL history to hit the 1,000 career NHL point milestone and the 5th fastest non-North American born player in league history. Joining us tonight to celebrate Leon's milestone, please welcome Leon's parents, Peter and Sandra, his wife Celeste, and their dog, Bowie. In honor of this achievement, Leon's teammates have gifted him with a custom-engraved Rolex watch to commemorate this milestone. And the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation has donated $25,000 in Leon's name to both the Ronald McDonald House Charities and Every Kid Deserves a Shot program, presented by
Join us as we look back on Leon's journey to 1,000 career NHL points.
Two pretty good.
Booked a room. Bob was down the
$50,000 donated.
Is the most the biggest William Huff.
And Every Kid Deserves a Shot program, presented by Rogers, for a total of $50,000 donated. And now, we ask you to join us as we look back on Leon's journey to 1,000 career NHL points.
a better playoff performer in the game than Leon Draisaitl. Definition of a gamer.
Leon might be the best combination of the best passer in the game and maybe the best precision shooter in the game. You put that together, that's deadly.
Draisaitl. He has got Mark Fane with him. Fires his right. Fane with a shot. He scores. And Leon Draisaitl gets his first NHL point.
What were you thinking at that point when you got number one?
Certainly that I don't get 999 more, I can tell you that for free.
Perron out in front with Jack Draisaitl. There's a chance he scores. Leon Draisaitl, his first National Hockey League goal.
They're now well on the power play in front score. And this is the last sound of the horn at Rexall.
Got by Draisaitl. Draisaitl getting it to McDavid. Connor McDavid. McGee on his stick. Scores. Draisaitl gets the assist. He has 100 points as well. There's a save. Has one-timer.
Draisaitl to Bouchard, back to Draisaitl across McDavid, feathered in front, score! That's point number 1,000 for Leon Draisaitl, and the entire bench out to celebrate.
You know, I know how many people are a part of accomplishments like that, so many thanks go.
Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl! It's a playoff hat-trick for Leon Draisaitl.
I don't think there's a better playoff performer in the game than Leon Draisaitl.
Game one hero! Nice move! Draisaitl backhand scores! What a goal! Manager of the Edmonton Oilers, Stan Bowman, to present Leon Draisaitl.
Let's go out to everyone.
We would now like to welcome the general manager of the Edmonton Oilers, Stan Bowman, to present Leon Draisaitl with a Tiffany Crystal on behalf of the National Hockey League. A golden stick represents 1,000 points in the National Hockey League. Making the presentation of the golden stick, we welcome CEO and President of Hockey Operations for the Edmonton Oilers, Jeff Jackson. On behalf of the National Hockey League, the Edmonton Oilers organization, and fans across OilCountry, congratulations, Leon, on this historic accomplishment.
Through. So the second period and third period for the Oilers, it's getting pucks into the blue paint, trying to win battles in front of the goaltender Forsberg, because other than the shot by Leon that beat him, I don't know if Forsberg was really tested in the first 20 minutes.
No, I would say you're absolutely right. And the other thing that I noticed was, LA had some physical play in there on the on that third line in particular, but there was a lot of just physicality, like that Hellenius guy, number 79, for example. Is he not a monster out there?
It's funny. When I played, and I wasn't very big when I played, I was 5'10" and 3/4. I'll keep the whole 3/4 there. But if there was a player that was bigger, he couldn't skate. Like you didn't have 6'4" guys that could skate. I was looking at the LA Kings lineup. Jeff Mallett is 6'5". Andrew Lee 6'5". Samuel Hellenius 6'6". On the back end, Joel Edmonton 6'5". Brian Dumoulin 6'4". Like, they are all massive men that can skate. So now you're a defenseman, you got the puck on your stick, and here comes a 6'5" guy skating at full pace, and you're like, I gotta get absolutely smudged. There's one shift where actually Matthew Savoy disappeared in the body of Samuel Hellenius because he got hit, and you could not see Savoy because his whole body was covered by the monster of the man of Hellenius. It was physical. That's the way the LA Kings have to play.
Engulfed by Hellenius. That's funny. That's our Rob Brown. More from Brownie in the second intermission. Right now we're through 20 minutes of play on the Oilers Radio Network. It's all knotted up at 1. We'll be right back with the out-of-town scoreboard here on your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway and Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
Now this update from the Canadian press. Protests challenging Iran's oppressive ruling system have stretched into a second week starting today, despite threats of a severe crackdown from the government. Activists say at least 116 people have been killed so far in the demonstrations, and more than 2,600 others have been detained as communications in the nation remain shut off. Iran's Attorney General warned protesters will face death, calling them enemies of God. Iranian Canadians rallied in cities including Ottawa and Montreal today Thursday, marking nearly 2 weeks of unrest in Iran. Rights groups say many people have been killed, and Iran is restricting internet and phone access to cut off the protests and ensure silence to the outer world. Calgary says it is hoping to ease water use restrictions that are currently in place now that a major water main has been fixed. The city's head of infrastructure services says there's no guarantee that crews won't find another break in the pipe, but they're hoping to be able to lift the water restrictions by early next week. From the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy.
Hey, Oil Country, stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll never look at your stuff quite the same way again. Citadel Theater invites you to unpack big stuff now till November 9th. Celebrated comedy duo Matt Baram and Naomi Snakus bring their distinct brand of improvisational storytelling to this funny and heartfelt memoir of grief and the sentimental power of objects. With quick wit and sharp chemistry, Naomi and Matt turn life's big questions into big laughs. Grab your tickets for Big Stuff at Citadel Box Office or CitadelTheater.com.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Hey, Oil Country, stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
All lined up at 1 between the Oilers and Los Angeles Kings after 20 minutes of play. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We'll go around the Canadian scores in the National Hockey League. 14 games tonight. It was a busy one, and it all started, I guess, earlier with the Flames beating the Penguins 2-1. That was one of the early Canadian games. So, too, was the Maple Leafs 5-0 over the Canucks. Red Wings beat the Canadians 4-0, and the Senators fell to the Panthers 3-2. That is all the Canadian action. We'll tell you what else happened in the league in intermission number 2. The Bakersfield Condors are playing right now. They are down a goal in San Jose. Josh Szymanski has the one in a 2-1 scoreline as it stands. And the Edmonton Oil Kings, they are playing in Prince Albert tonight. We'll get you an update on that. Yeah, that is tonight. Okay, so we are at the intermission right now. It's all tied up at 1, as mentioned. We'll send it back to Cam and Bob for some play-by-play. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network. Oil Country, the ultimate Oilers watch party, happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on January 12th at Central Social Hall downtown. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, tied at 1, the Oilers and the Kings getting ready for the second period of play. And taking the draw will be Lazar out there with Janmark and Frederick, Nurse and Emberson. The puck goes just inside the LA line. Anderson being pressured on the play by Frederick. Puck comes in front of the net and swung towards the goal by Lazar. And it's over to the left wing side. Nurse to the left wing corner. Frederick to Janmark. Janmark to the left wing. To the top of the circle. Now goes back into the left wing corner. Gave the puck to Lazar that went through his skates. Perry can't get it out. Lazar, a shot saved by Forsberg. Lazar with the rebound, jammed it wide. The puck goes over to the left wing and just off the stick of Janmark, and Anderson will take it in behind the net. Up the right wing to Perry. Now to Byfield into the Oilers' own pass in front of the net and off of Ingram, and then Fogle just missed.
Oilers fell asleep there.
Yes.
It was a 2-on-1.
On the right wing, Bouchard to center. Bouchard into the Kings zone to Kapanen. Across to Ekholm. He'll let it go. Save made by Forsberg, and he'll cover it up as it bounced to the side of the net. We get the whistle. Minute and 4 seconds gone here in the second. The Oilers and the Kings are tied at 1. Tonight's Oilers winners of OilCountry 50-50, presented by Rogers, in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot, removing barriers and empowering kids through the power of sport, both on and off the ice. Get your tickets now to support this great cause and have a chance at winning the 50-50 jackpot. It's over $740,000 right now. Face off to the right, a Forsberg puck to the left wing point, pass across, scores! Leon Draisaitl got the pass from Bouchard, and the Oilers have a 2-1 lead.
Perfectly executed ozone face-off win for the Edmonton Oilers. 2 even-strength goals tonight from the Draisaitl line. Draisaitl wins the draw. Or was it Colson in there to throw a bit of a pick? Leon slides across and rips one past Forsberg.
He gets his second of the night, 23rd of the year for Leon Draisaitl. Minute 7 into this second period. Edmonton has a 2-1 lead. Puck shot into the Kings zone. Clark around the boards to Kempe, directs it out.
But Colson with another huge hit on Clark. I love it.
Bouchard to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to center to Kapanen. Got it just in over the King line. Kempe to center on the left to LaFerriere. He'll shoot it. Saved by Ingram on a rising shot that hit him in the right shoulder. Draisaitl through the middle of the ice. Now comes in over the Los Angeles line. His back pass to Kapanen doesn't work. And LaFerriere to center ice. Into the Oilers zone. Long shot. Blocker saved by Ingram. LaFerriere recovers it on the left. It's in behind the Edmonton net where Emberson will take it. Draisaitl from Bouchard, 107. Emberson still behind the Edmonton goal, now out through the middle. To Nurse, will direct it down the right wing. Puck goes in behind the Kings net. Dumoulin, right wing corner to Ceci. The right side to Kuzmenko, now to Fiala. Just got it to center. Emberson to Nugent-Hopkins. Comes into the Kings zone. On the left side, rims the puck. Goes to the right wing point. Emberson will step in. His shot blocked by Dumoulin.
Got to get that through from there if you're Emberson.
Kuzmenko, the Oiler line, had the stick knocked out of his hands. And the puck cleared by Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid with Hyman. McDavid pass to Hyman. That was broken up. Sliding across was Turcotte.
Again, you shoot it there to the pad, to the blocker side. He's kicking that puck right out in front.
Now Hellenius into the Oilers zone on the right wing. The shot save made by Ingram. And he'll cover it up as Hellenius with the opportunity into the Oiler end. And we'll get the whistle. 3 minutes, 5 seconds into the second. Edmonton up 2-1. And a face-off will be to the left of Ingram. go back to the Oiler bench as Draisaitl is going to take this draw up against Hellenius. Draisaitl with 2 goals here tonight. Puck gets to the point. Anderson on the right. Rounded behind the net to Hellenius. Will spin and shoot it off the outside of the Edmonton net. Draisaitl up against the end boards. As he battle for it. Ward in there for the Kings. It'll go to the blue line. Doughty on the left point. Walks in. A shot saved by Ingram. With the blocker, it'll go to the line and out.
I mean, Hellenius tackled the Oilers' Jack Roslovic.
Anderson with it inside his own blue line. Up the right wing to Ward. Down the right side, Byfield. In front of the net. Poked on goal. Scores. Andre Lee just redirected it up over the blocker of Ingram, and the game's tied at 2.
Well, you got to give LA credit. They have worked hard in this game.
.342 time of the goal. Lee gets his first of the year. Second of his NHL career. Good redirection.
Played at UMass Lowell. Spent the last 5 years mostly with Ontario in the American Hockey League.
.27 points this year in Ontario for Lee.
The Oilers have been a little sleepy on the backside in this game. Is that fair?
Yep. .342 time of that goal. And off the draw, puck goes down into the Oilers zone. Ingram on the right to Bouchard. Right side, Lazar got it out. Ekholm on the left wing will shoot it in. Puck comes off the boards, and Fiala clears it to Kuzmenko. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. The Turcotte to the end boards. He was taken out by Ekholm. Bouchard into the middle of the ice to Lazar. Bumps it over to the left, and Frederick through center. In over the King line. Frederick towards the net, and that goes just wide. Bouchard to the right wing point. Nobody there for Edmonton as Lazar was just beyond his reach, and it goes down into the Edmonton zone. Nurse out from behind the Oiler net through the middle of the ice. To center to Emberson, will dump it in. Dumoulin, left wing corner. Takes a hard hit from Podkolzin over to the right side. Puck to the top of the circle. Byfield couldn't get it out. Draisaitl keeping it in. To the left wing point to Nurse. Rims it on the right. It goes all the way to the right wing point. Emberson off the right wing boards. Dumoulin will get it out for Los Angeles. And the puck goes into the Oilers zone. Tied at 2. We're here in the second. Just over 5 minutes gone. The Oilers host the LA Kings. Fogle in behind the Edmonton net. Stops. He'll try to jam it on goal. A pad saved by Ingram. The puck to the side of the goal. And Draisaitl there for the Oilers. And he's able to take it to the left wing. Then spin it back into his own end. Up the left side of Podkolzin. Now to Kapanen. He'll give it to Ekholm. A shot off a stick goes high and wide.
That was a trip they didn't call there either. Ekholm got cleaved to the ice.
Malott to center. Off the glass and in. Ekholm to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. Stops in the right wing corner into the slot. Ekholm in front of the net. Save made by Forsberg on the redirection by Hyman. And the puck cleared out. On the left wing, Hyman off the boards and in. Malott going back for. To Anderson. He lost it. It comes out to Nugent Hopkins. A shot right pad saved by Forsberg. On the right wing boards in the King zone. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Laferriere to break it up. Give it to Malott on the left. Off the boards to Kempe at center ice. He'll get it out for Anderson on the right wing into the Oiler end. Drops it to Laferriere. The shot high and wide.
That was offside.
I don't know. Maybe. Out to center, McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Now to McDavid, and the puck goes into the left wing corner. Penalty coming up to the Kings. The stick came up on Nugent Hopkins. It's going to be a high sticking call. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 40 seconds gone here in the second. Oilers and Kings tied at 2. Oilers on the power play when we come back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Brant Clark off for high sticking. Edmonton on the power play. It's their first of the game. We're tied at 2 here in the second.
Edmonton with the best power play in the NHL at 34.2%. The LA penalty killing, 26th in the league at 76.9, and it's been a major factor, the Oilers' power play against LA in the playoffs the last 4 years in which the Oilers secured playoff victory.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. 6:40 gone here in the second. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Kings. Face off to the right of Forsberg. Byfield taking the draw for Los Angeles. All right, Draisaitl wins it. Bouchard on the left to Nugent Hopkins. Off the end boards, it goes in behind the net, and it is cleared out and down the ice. Just finding the room was Laferriere to get it out. Bouchard to McDavid, and he'll come through the middle of the ice. Over the King line, on the right to Draisaitl, checked on the play. Byfield got it out, and Byfield will dump it in. Up the right wing, Bouchard. On the left, gave it to Draisaitl into the King zone. Draisaitl to the right wing, in the right wing corner to McDavid. In front of the net, went over the stick of Hyman. Nugent Hopkins has it. His shot saved. The rebound, the pass by McDavid, broken up and cleared out by Anderson.
Don't go for the hat trick. Just get the goal. Draisaitl has 9 career hat tricks in the regular season, 2 more in the playoffs.
On the left side, McDavid into the King's end. Comes flying down the left wing. In behind the net. Over to the left. And the puck along the boards. Kempe will break it up and get it out. Oilers have 40 seconds left to go in this man advantage. 8 minutes gone in the second. Tied at 2. Howard to center to Roslovic. Into the King zone. Off the left wing boards. Knocked down by Laferriere. Give the puck to Byfield to Laferriere. Into the Oiler end. A shot. Save made by Ingram.
Well, right now, I mean, the Oilers have got the superior special teams by a mile. LA's been the better 5-on-5 team in the goal differential this year. And in this game, it's Edmonton outscoring LA 2-1 in the even strength situations, but the Kings are 1 for 1 in the power play, and the Oilers haven't had a power play shot yet.
No.
Guess they got 1 through there, Nugent Hopkins, but
Kings leading the league in shorthanded goals, 7 coming into tonight's action.
They've also been scored a few times when they've been on the power play.
5 of them, yes. High event either way. Nurse, the right wing, center to Roslovic will shoot it in. Goes on the left wing boards inside the Kings zone. Now in front of the net. Penalty coming up to Edmonton when they touch it. Anderson takes it to the end boards. Savoy gets in there. The penalty was just about over to Clark anyway. So Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play.
And here's where they really miss Adam Henrique.
Howard going to the box.
Number 53. 2-minute minor. Hooking.
Hooking call against Howard. Oilers will be shorthanded here in 4 seconds time, and the penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Every time they're touched.
Face off to the left of Ingram.
4 seconds. LA gets the power play. Got to win the draw here. Corey Perry taking it for the Kings against Connor McDavid.
All right, they get the sticks down. No, McDavid's out.
These guys tonight.
In comes Nugent Hopkins.
Travis, you're too much of the story.
All right. Puck goes near the line. Kuzmenko got to it on the left wing. He's at the hash marks. Behind the net, just missed Perry. Emberson, left side to Nugent Hopkins. Edmonton shorthanded here. Got it in over the line to McDavid, into the middle. The shot by Stastny, and that one just off of Forsberg. It comes out long pass to Perry. It was in behind him. Goes into the Oilers zone. Ingram got the puck to the boards at top of the circle and shoveled out by Emberson. Clark with it inside his own end. Tied at 2. We're here in the second period. The Oilers host the Kings. On the right wing, Kuzmenko into Edmonton zone on the right side. To the corner, he was looking for Kempe. Breaking it up. Stastny couldn't get it out. Fiala to the line. To Clark. A snapshot that hit somebody. Didn't get through. Kuzmenko was spinning around looking for it. Couldn't quite find it. And Nugent Hopkins will get it out and down the ice. Minute to go in the power play for the Kings. On the right, Clark will drop it to Kempe. Fiala to Kempe through center. The left wing to Fogle. Fogle off the left side. The shot and the save made by Ingram. And he's able to get it with the glove and hold on. It'll be a face-off in the Oilers zone to the right of Connor Ingram. So we're just about halfway through the second period.
Lazar, right shot comes out for the draw. It's out there with Janmark. Savoy's only at 45%. Lazar's at 55 in the circle. That's why Savoy gets subbed off here.
Well, they dropped it once. They'll have to do it again. All right. Lazar against Byfield. Byfield wins it. Puck on the left wing point. Doughty around the boards that hit the linesman. Puck comes back to Doughty, though. Shot it towards the net. Blocked by Bouchard, and he'll get it all the way down the ice. Doughty out from behind his goal up the right wing. Drop it back to Laferriere. Left side to Fogle. Shoots it into the Oilers zone. On the right, Turcotte goes in behind the net. Runs into traffic. It's up against the boards. Bouchard trying to get it loose. Byfield to the right wing point. Laferriere to Doughty. Doughty takes it over to the left wing. Give it to Fogle. Cross to Laferriere. Walk in. A shot. Saved by Ingram as the penalty expires. Oilers able to kill it off. 9:21 to go here in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kings will take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Zach from Epcor here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway in Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, tied at 2. The Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings will get 9:21 to go in the second period.
LA's outshot Edmonton 18-12 in this game. They've had the better special teams performance, 1 for 2 in the power play. The Oilers 0 for 1. The Draisaitl line combining for the 2 even-strength goals for Edmonton. Leon's got both of them.
It has been Perry and Lee for Los Angeles. Face off to the left of Ingram. Laferriere wins the draw. Kempe's shot does not get through. It's in the slot area. Laferriere to the blue line. To Clark on the right wing point. Clark to Edmondson. Around the boards. Come around to the right. Clark from the right side takes a solid hit from Podkolzin. Malott with the puck along the right side to Clark to the middle. Kempe on the left to Edmondson. To Kempe. Well, shoot it towards the net. Lots of traffic. It doesn't get through. And Draisaitl coming up the right wing. Off the boards and in. Edmondson can make a change. It goes in behind the net. Clark through the middle for Los Angeles. To center to Laferriere. On the left to Kempe. Kempe back up to the blue line. Across the line for Doughty. His shot off the stick of Nugent-Hopkins. And Bouchard to McDavid. Now to Hyman. Into the King zone. Along the right wing boards. With Anderson. Came free to McDavid. He'll get it to the right wing point. Bouchard to Ekholm on the left. Around on the right. Top of the circle. And Corey Perry is able to get it out. Fogle after it, swept away from him. Byfield follows the play. He's got it into the slot. Comes over to Fogle. Shot off the arm of Ingram. Byfield on the left wing. And behind the net to Perry. Taken to the end boards by Bouchard. Loose puck to McDavid. Up the right wing, went off over the stick of Hyman. And it's kept in. Fogle off the right side. Got to go off of his stick. Bouchard can get it out to Nugent-Hopkins. And now to Hyman. Off the left wing side and in. Tied at 2. 7:35 to go here in the second. The Oilers take on the Kings. Byfield clears it out. Not hard enough for icing. Stastny on the left to center to Roslovic. Get it across to Regulo. Shoot it. Glove save made.
Good shot.
And Forsberg held on.
Out-of-town update for you. Their Bakersfield injury and illness riddled. They lead San Jose 3-2. They've won 4 straight road games. They can score. And tonight it's been Yami Mariala with a goal and an assist. Josh Brown fighting some 5'10" guy from San Jose. Did not go well for the fellow from San Jose.
Kuzmenko up the right wing for the Kings. Will get to center. They'll shoot it in.
Give him credit for showing up.
That's right. Regula through the middle. It won't get out. Fiala over to CC. Has it right point. A shot. Lots of traffic. Goes into the corner and on the left side. Howard to the line and out with it. Fiala to CC. To center ice. Stastny there for Edmonton. Comes into the King zone on the right wing. Go around to the left for Savoy. Shoot it towards the net. That's wide. Emberson on the right. And in behind the net, puck goes to the left. Along the left wing boards, Roslovic. Ceci able to steal it. Give it to Dumoulin. Now go to the left wing. Now through the middle. That goes off at Turcotte all the way down. Icing call against the Kings. With 6:25 to go here in the second period. Tied at 2, the Oilers and Los Angeles.
For the life of me, I'm trying to figure out how Edmonton's 57.6% on faceoffs in this game, because every time there's a critical draw cam that seemingly takes place, the Kings are winning it. So
you're questioning the numbers. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Face-off to the right of Forsberg.
David and Draisaitl with respectively 47 and 40 points in the playoffs the last 4 years against the Kings. That's in one series, by the way.
That's crazy. Draisaitl into the right wing corner of the Kings zone. Goes in behind the net. Rolls it in front. Went off of Forsberg. Turcotte got it to the end board. Ceci will not be able to clear it. And now it goes off of Dumoulin and out. At center, Hyman to Ekholm on the right wing for McDavid. He shoots it into the Kings' end. Ceci helps it to the line, but Ekholm kept it in for the Oilers. Got into the skates of Ceci. Now Turcotte coming in there as well, and the puck jammed to the middle. Dumoulin didn't get a lot on a clearing attempt, but it does bounce out. Shot back in. Oilers have to tag up.
That's it. Kings will take that, though. They negated the Oilers' top line on the ice for a D-zone draw.
Dumoulin in the left corner, and now up the left wing for Los Angeles. Center ice will shoot it in. Oh, comes around the boards as Hellenius ran into Ekholm. Puck comes out, and it's Janmark into Los Angeles territory on the left side, top of the circle for McDavid. Gets away from Lee, goes towards the net, a shot, and the save made by Forsberg. Puck at the top of the circle, and it's McDavid again across the middle. To the left, into the left wing corner, in behind the net, out front, a pass. That one went off of Brant Clark, over to the right wing, and up in the air, cleared out by Ward. Stastny in behind the Edmonton net, rims on the left. 4:49 to go in the second. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Kings. Janmark into the Kings zone, got it to the middle. Give it to Regula, shot, that hits a stick. And Hellenius will get it out, got it to center. Nurse is there to shoot it right back in. On right side, Malat goes to the right corner. Malat to the end boards, pinned by Lazar. As they look to work this thing free, it's still up against the boards deep in Los Angeles territory. Try and grind this thing out. Kapanen working over Clark. They still have it up against the boards. Malat poked it loose, went to the line. Emberson over to Nurse. Nurse with a shot, and that one glances off of Laferriere. Malat will get it out. Puck in the neutral zone. Laferriere into the Oiler end across to Kempe. Kempe on the right point. Shot it, blocked by Nurse.
Good job. Close time and space away from Kempe.
Kapanen into the Kings zone to the right corner. Up against the right wing boards to Nugent Hopkins to Podkolzin. Tries the left side. Nobody there for Edmonton, though. And Doughty will get it out. At center, Laferriere will dump the puck in. 3.5 to go in the second. Tied at 2 as the Oilers host Los Angeles.
A little bit better push here from Edmonton in the last 5 minutes of this period.
It's in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse through the middle of the ice on the right to Savoy. Shoots it in, rims on the left. Howard, left wing corner, centering pass. Just missed Roslovic with it. It goes to the right point. Bouchard across the line. Bouchard to the middle. The shot! Oh, that tipped off the crossbar. And the puck to the right wing corner, and it's out to Roslovic. Shot blocked. He's got it back. To the right wing corner to Savoy. Now to Howard. Howard to the middle of the ice, hit a stick and went up in the air. Corey Perry will get it out for Los Angeles. Bouchard through the middle. And now it's Howard in over the line with Roslovic to Roslovic, waiting to get it in front. And oh, Savoy got tied up. Byfield to center ice. Now to Fogle. His shot off the stick of Bouchard goes wide of the net. Fogle on the end boards. Stripped of it by Bouchard, and he's on the right wing to center. Right side to Roslovic. Rims the puck into the King zone. Goes off of Ike Howard. CC to the right. Draisaitl got it to the slot. McDavid to Draisaitl on the right wing. To McDavid, right wing corner. Goes in behind the Kings net. To the left, in front of the net. Just missed. In front to Hyman. Comes back to Forsberg. And he covers it with 1:55 to go in the second. And the game tied at 2. We're going to take a break. From Rogers Place, Oilers host the Kings. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And I'm Zach Hyman.
And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes
or having my goals disallowed,
we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling.
You know, guys used to call me a plumber.
And now they call you an HVAC technician.
Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2. Oilers and Kings, 1:55 to go in the second period. Leon Draisaitl with both goals for Edmonton. Corey Perry, Andre Lee have the goals for Los Angeles. Faceoff will be in the Kings zone to the left of Forsberg. And Doughty will go behind his net with it off the draw. Rim it on the right. Laferriere directs it out. Malott pushed it into the Oilers zone. He puts the pressure on Bouchard. Bouchard to the right for McDavid. Off the right wing boards to Ekholm. Get it out to center. Went off of Zach Hyman. Kempe on the right wing into the Edmonton end, off the right wing boards. Now to Doughty, is shot, and that one glances off of someone and goes wide of the net. McDavid to center ice on the right. Just in front of the Edmonton bench, ran out of room.
These guys have just had an awful night officiating. Just not sharp. Look out.
Here's Lee in the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Played it in behind the Edmonton net. Goes off of Hellenius, trying to walk it in front. And that's off the stick of the netminder Ingram. Hellenius on the right wing. We're to the last minute here in the second. It pinballs towards the Edmonton net. Swatted away by Ingram. The game tied at 2. Bouchard to the middle. Getting it out. Long pass to Hyman. Partial breakaway. And then he pushed it a little to the right. Clark caught him. Never got a shot. Hellenius on the right wing.
End of the shift.
They'll dump it in. Lee to the left wing corner. 36 seconds to go here in the second period. To Ward in behind the net. Ward got it into the slot. Edmondson shot. Nice save by Ingram. Puck along the boards inside the Oilers zone. Byfield poking after it. Taken to the boards by Nurse. It came loose. Frederick to Roslovic. Into the Kings end. Now Draisaitl leaves it on the line, and Stastny to the left wing corner for Frederick. 5 seconds to go in the period. To the blue line, the shot. Saved by Forsberg. He wasn't sure. And the period comes to an end. And the Oilers and Kings trade goals in the first, and they trade goals here in the second.
Well, if I'm Jim Hiller, I can't ask for much more out of this team tonight. I mean, the Kings have worked hard. They've outshot Edmonton 19-15. The Oilers' awareness on the backside has been very suspect. It's cost them a goal in this game. That said, Edmonton's got Draisaitl and they got McDavid. Leon's got 2. Connor doesn't got a point yet, going for would be a career high 18-game point streak. I'd say one thing in the third period, 15 shots on goal. I said to Brendan Escott before the game started today, I thought Edmonton needed 12 to 15 shots in the first period. I'm here to tell you, they need 12 to 15 shots here in the third period. They need to push the pace. They need to do, you can't pass perfect pucks in the net. Quit passing off shots, get it to the net, create some chaos, and put the work boots on the third, outwork them in the third and see what happens.
They're going to need it. It's tied at 2. We are through 40 minutes. Leon Draisaitl, both goals for Edmonton. Corey Perry, Andre Lee, they have the goals for the Kings. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they've got the intermission for you. That's coming up next. Tied at 2 after 2. The Oilers and the Kings from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with heavy metal equipment and rentals. Heavy metal equipment and rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with heavy metal equipment and rentals, helping you move the earth.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Step into the heart of the Alberta Avenue District for a magical celebration of winter, art, and culture as Deep Freeze, a Byzantine Winter Festival, returns January 17th and 18th. Then take the highway to the Danger Zone with 880 Chad's Listener Appreciation Night as Jubilation Dinner Theatre presents Canadian Top Gun. The 80s take flight on January 14th. Enter to win at 880ched.com.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Forsberg out of his net, stops it, right corner to Clark. He gets hit, puck turned over, capping it out to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl didn't waste any time, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
That's 2-2, the score right now. That is your highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Yeah, 2-2 the scoreline after 40 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. We're high above ice level. It's Brendan Escott and Rob Brown here. And Rob, just your overall assessment, I guess, of what you saw in that period, which continues, in my opinion, to see LA pushing.
Well, there's some good things for the Oilers at times where the last 5 minutes they had a ton of ozone pressure, but still only 15 shots after 2 periods. A lot of pucks from the outside as the LA Kings just keep forcing the Oilers to the perimeter. They're not getting any shots from in the slot. There's not any rebounds. There's not any tips. The Oilers with a really wonderful setup play off a face-off. Leon wins the draw back to Bouchard, then moves into his spot. Nice play by Bouchard, nice shot. So Leon, that was a good thing for the Oilers. The bad thing was the first 4 minutes of that period, the Oilers gave up 3 2-on-1s. The Oilers were leaking grade A scoring chances off the rush and just misreads in the neutral zone. Guys stepping up when they shouldn't. No back check when there should be. So in that period, I think the Kings had 4 or 5 odd man breaks, and they actually blew a few where they didn't make the play that they could have made. So defensively, the Oilers were not as sound in that period. And offensively, it really was on the back of 2 lines that created the chances when they had. But even the chances are getting, for the most part, all perimeter stuff. The Oilers are going to want to get a little more inside. I'm not sure Forsberg, who's only given up the 2 goals in the game, I'm not sure he's completely on his game. It's twice he's looked behind him on saves. And the one right at the very end, Darnell Nurse, there was no screen, nobody in front of him, shot from the point, and it almost beat Forsberg. He thought he got beat. He looked behind. So the Oilers need more shots, more traffic, more rebounds in this final 20.
It was a beautiful set play for the 23rd goal of Draisaitl's season so far. And it's one of those wrinkles, Rob, you've talked about this so many times over the course of this year, the infinite wrinkles, it seems, that they can throw off of their while off of their power play at times, and certainly off of these face-off plays, these set face-off plays. You got to have the one face-off, right? You got to be able to win the draw, and then when he did, it just becomes magic.
Well, Leon's 73% on face-offs today. So when you're at 73%, you can make up face-off plays. Now, it looks like it's a one draw, back to Bouchard, simple play to Leon, but it's not just a two-man setup. They're going to show actually on TV right now, they're showing the replay, but part of it is Podkolzin. He's the guy that's on the hash mark. His job is to skate into the circle and obstruct, get in the way of the centerman, because in your own zone, wingers that are defensive, they go out to the two defensemen at the point. The two defensemen defensively, their job are the two wingers. Center is on center. So for Leon to be that wide open, he needs a small pick, and that is Podkolzin. That's part of the setup. That's part of this face-off play that the Oilers have. It's not captaining on the wing, hold your guy there. The other defenseman, you stay far away so that you have to respect that. But for Leon to be open, Podkolzin has to pick. He does that perfectly. Leon has a wide open shot. No one between him and Bouchard, and he makes good on it. So that was Leon. After being celebrated before the game, has had a whale of a game with a pair of goals so far.
Yeah, he really has. What else are you noticing about the Oilers, and I guess why they're struggling to find some separation right now? Or is that more to say about what the Kings have been able to accomplish so far through 40 minutes of play?
Well, I mean, the Oilers have the better lineup. If you look at who the Oilers have dressed compared to who the LA Kings have dressed. I mean, the LA's missing a very good goal scorer and more. They're missing a Hall of Famer and Anze Kopitar. So they got some pretty big names out of their lineup. But the one thing they've done is they've worked and they've skated. And every time the LA Kings get control of the puck, they're gone. They're taking off. They're springing players, and they're catching the Oilers. That's how they keep getting these odd man breaks, is they're flying the zone. They're making one pass. It's beating three Oiler players, and then the LA Kings have got numbers. And if a defenseman steps up, for example, if an Ekholm steps up, well, it just gets chipped by him, and now it's a 2-on-1 on Bouchard. So the Oilers have got to be cognizant. They got to have a third man high. You can't have all three forwards in a straight line across, all of you getting beat by a pass. That's the biggest thing. I mean, LA they got embarrassed last night. They were the team that broke the losing streak of the Winnipeg Jets, and no team wants to be that. So they came here with a little bit more pride, a little bit more urgency and desperation in their game, and they've played very good. Now, can they do it for a full 60? Do they have enough talent in their team right now to be able to win the final period? We'll see as we go forward. But through 40 minutes, they probably have been the better of the two teams. But they have to work much harder for their scoring chances than the Oilers do, because the Oilers, as we saw at the very end, if Zach Hyman doesn't
many thanks go out to everyone.
We would now like to welcome the general manager of the Edmonton Oilers, Stan Bowman, to present Leon Draisaitl with a Tiffany Crystal on behalf of the National Hockey League. A golden stick represents 1,000 points in the National Hockey League. Making the presentation of the golden stick, we welcome CEO and President of Hockey Operations for the Edmonton Oilers, Jeff Jackson. On behalf of the National Hockey League, the Edmonton Oilers organization, and fans across oil country, congratulations, Leon, on this historic accomplishment.
Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl! It's a playoff hat trick for Leon Draisaitl.
I don't think there's a better playoff performer in the game than Leon Draisaitl.
Draisaitl, game one hero. Nice move. Draisaitl backhand scores. What a goal by Leon Draisaitl.
Definition of a gamer.
You know, Leon might be the best combination of the best passer in the game and maybe the best precision shooter in the game. You put that together, that's deadly.
Draisaitl. He has got Mark Fane with him. Fires it wide. Fane with a shot. He scores. And Leon Draisaitl gets his first NHL point.
What were you thinking at that point when you got number one? Certainly that I don't get 999 more. I can tell you that for free.
Perron out in front. Quick shot. Draisaitl. Another chance. He scores. Leon Draisaitl, his first National Hockey League goal.
They're now well on the power play in front. Score! And this is the last sound of the horn at Rexall.
Picked off by Draisaitl. Draisaitl getting it to McDavid. Connor McDavid. McGee on his stick. Scores! Draisaitl gets the assist. He has 100 points as well.
There's a save. Has one-timer. Score!
Draisaitl breaks free. He's got McDavid wide open. Gives it to him. McDavid shoots and scores. And Draisaitl has 300 NHL points. His 47th goal of the year, 100th point.
Shoots and scores. There's 50.
Leon Draisaitl, 500th career NHL point.
Draisaitl shoots, scores. Hat-trick goal for Leon Draisaitl.
Simpson Hopkins backcourt. Draisaitl shoots and scores. 800 points for McDavid. 700 for Draisaitl.
Draisaitl to McDavid and walking to Draisaitl. Score!
That's the 800th career point for Leon Draisaitl.
Draisaitl forces it on net. Anton fires and scores. And that gives him 900 points. Draisaitl to Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl across. McDavid feathered in front. Score! That's point number 1,000 for Leon Draisaitl. And the entire bench out to celebrate.
You know, I know how many people are a part of accomplishments like that, so many thanks go out to everyone.
Early next week, but they're urging residents to keep conserving water. Mayor Jeremy Farkas says this remains the most critical phase of repairs, as the water main has been replaced and is now being refilled and tested. There's no room for setbacks, according to the mayor. From the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy.
Heard the news? ATCO Energy wants to welcome you with a $100 bonus. Get ATCO Energy's best electricity rate at 7.68 cents per kilowatt hour. And up to $100 off your bill. Now we're talking. Yeah! Switch and save today at atcoenergy.com. Conditions apply. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822, toll free in Alberta.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry, they're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
after 40 minutes of play here at Rogers Place, and it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. One other game going on right now. The Golden Knights are up 3-1 on St. Louis in the desert. Earlier today, the Bruins thumped the Rangers 10-2. A couple of hat tricks for the Bees in that game. Flames beat the Penguins 2-1. Colorado beat Columbus 4-0. Sharks needed overtime but got past the Stars 5-4. Sabres beat Anaheim 5-3 in Buffalo. All Canadian matchup in Toronto, and the Leafs skunked the Canucks 5-0. Red Wings beat Detroit, Red Wings are Detroit, and they beat Montreal 4-0 there. Panthers 3-2 over the Senators. Lightning 7-2 over the Flyers, and Carolina beat the Kraken 3-2. The Blackhawks 3-0 victors over Nashville, and the Islanders 4-3 over the Wild. In the American Hockey League tonight, we look at the Bakersfield Condors and San Jose Barracuda. They are tied at 3 with about 9.5 remaining in the third period there. I saw Josh Szymanski scored in that one. So too did Viliami Marhala and James Hamblin are your goal scorers there. And in a heavyweight tilt in the Western League, it was a 5-3 victory for the Oil Kings over Prince Albert. That's the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73. We'll get you back to Cam and Bob for third period play-by-play action. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party, happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on January 12th at Central Social Hall downtown. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers and Kings tied at 2, getting ready for the third period. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers, back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot already over $827,000. And our next lucky winner is going to be drawn tonight. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 and don't miss out on a chance to win big. Edmonton 2-2-0 when tied after 40. Kings are 4-5-6. We're underway here in the third. The puck goes into the King zone. Nugent Hopkins off the left wing. The left wing boards on the right. It'll get to McDavid. Hits his stick, goes in behind the net. Up to the line where Nurse will keep it in. To McDavid, he'll step out, he'll walk out. His pass, that hit a body, and then goes to Fogle, and he will clear it. It'll go down the ice. It'll be icing against the Kings. 29 seconds into the third period.
Well, Connor's passed off a couple of times in tight when I thought maybe he could have just put it to the net and seen if there was any collateral damage if Anton Forsberg could have made the save.
Face-off to the right of Forsberg. Draisaitl up with Kapanen and Podkolzin. Draisaitl with both goals here tonight for Edmonton. And Coleman Bouchard on the back end. Byfield's taking the draw. Perry and Lee have the goals for Los Angeles this evening. The puck goes right in front of the Kings net. Doughty skate over to the right. Off the boards and out to Byfield. Byfield shoots it in. Kings make a change, and it's in behind the Edmonton net for Evan Bouchard. Bouchard, right side to Kapanen. To the middle to Draisaitl. The shot in a right pad, saved by Forsberg. Dumoulin on the right wing, up in the air and out to Kempe. Went off his glove. Right to Ekholm. And Ekholm at center. Now to Podkolzin. Into the Kings' end. Off the left wing boards to the left wing corner. It's in behind the net. Kempe. On the right. Give it to Edmondson. He got it out. The puck at center. Just missing Podkolzin. Here's Bouchard. Malott can bring it in. Broken up, though, by Roslovic. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Regula on the left. Got it to the left side. It doesn't get out. It's near the top of the circle in the Edmonton end. And just off the stick of Kuzmenko and out. Shot back in by Dumoulin. Ingram to play it up the left wing to Howard. Howard will get it out. Gets to the Kings line into the skates of Ceci. And Turcotte across to Dumoulin. To the line where Regula kept it in. Howard on the right. Right side to Savoy. Couldn't get it back to Howard. Fiala will come to center ice for Los Angeles. Savoy caught him, lifted his stick, and shot it in. Ceci to Dumoulin in behind the Kings net. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone here in the third. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Kings. Dumoulin on the left wing from Anderson. Got it to center ice. Comes back to Anderson, though. He's inside his own line to Hellenius. Cross on the right. Dumoulin up the right wing. It didn't touch Lee. That's icing.
That's a tough call. I mean, the LA bench is like, really? Andre Lee is trying to field the puck, and Nurse gives him a cross check. Kapanen hit Draisaitl right down the seam. It was a quick shot by Leon, and he almost had the hat trick.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. It's to the line. Nurse across the line over to the right. Just went off of Ward and it came out, but Nurse still has it. Now to Hyman into the Kings end. Laid it off the boards. It goes in behind the net. Anderson right to Doughty. Now to Lee. Clears it out.
Oilers have switched up their forecheck a bit here. Trying to cut passes off on LA.
Nugent Hopkins will shoot it in. Hyman on the right wing. Nugent Hopkins comes in there too, but Hellenius will get it out for the Kings. Cross ice to Doughty. Into the Oiler end on the right wing. Shoots it towards the net. Steered aside by Ingram.
Stay with him.
Up the right wing. McDavid to Hyman. Got it out. To McDavid. Just to the Kings line as Anderson separated him from the puck. Gave it to Foegele.
Like offside to me.
Right side to Doughty, and now in behind the net to Anderson.
It wasn't, but it sure looked like it.
Up the left wing to Foegele. Comes into the Oilers zone, goes to the left wing corner. Stastny takes him to the end boards. Stastny got knocked down. Foegele got it loose. Got it in front of the net, broken up by Janmark, and Janmark able to get it out. Janmark at center to Lazar, into his own end for Ekholm. Long bank pass off of Frederick's stick, goes into the Kings end. Frederick has it on the right wing, top of the circle to Lazar. Couple of moves, got it to the corner. Janmark in the right wing corner. Right side to Frederick, to the point to Bouchard. Plays it off the end boards, it bounces in behind the Los Angeles net. Edmondson on the right to LaFerriere, and now into the middle of Malott at center. Can leave it there. Kempe skates onto it. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. And that goes off of Ekholm. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Tied at 2 here in the third. 4:25 gone. Kapanen out from behind the goal. Up the left wing to Podkolzin. Makes a move at center. Got away from Malott. On the right wing. Unable to shoot it into the zone. It goes to Bouchard. Now to Emberson inside the Edmonton blue line. Ty Emberson will wait. To Draisaitl. To Emberson. Emberson through the middle of the ice. Hit Kapanen's stick. Goes into the Kings end. Turcotte got it out to Kuzmenko. Into the Oilers zone is Kuzmenko on the right. He's about top of the circle. Laid it behind the net. Goes to the left wing corner.
No.
Turcotte to Fiala. Fiala to the right in front to Kuzmenko. Doesn't get a shot. He'll go in behind the net. He'll try to wrap it around off the outside of the goal. Puck to the left wing point. Dumoulin to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko to the middle of the ice. And Fiala's shot saved by Ingram. And he holds on to it. 5 minutes, 19 seconds gone here in the third. The Oilers and the Kings are tied at 2.
Well, first full game that we've seen Nurse with Emerson. Jake Wallman is really close to coming back for Edmonton. He has
been skating.
Yeah. I think he'll play against Nashville on Tuesday.
Face off to the left of Ingram. Tristan Jarry has been on the ice.
Yeah,
recently.
Frederick out here to take the draw with Savoy and Roslovic.
Puck dropped, and it wasn't right. They're going to do it again.
LA's worked hard. They've grinded this game.
Played last night in Winnipeg. They lost 5-1.
I don't think Edmonton's been matched the same desperation that the Kings have after the Kings got pounded in the peg last night.
All right, Frederick into the face-off circle. Up against Taylor Ward. Goes to Regula in the corner. Got Lee on him. And it tied up in their skates in that corner inside the Edmonton zone. As it comes free, Regula up the left wing boards to Savoy. Little bank pass to Roslovic. Comes into the King zone. He's trying to drive towards the net. Anderson forces him in behind the goal. Puck comes loose. And Doughty on the right wing. Gave it to Ward, now to center, to Anderson, to Hellenius. Long shot and a glove save by Ingram. It'll be a face-off in the Edmonton end. 5:52 into the third. Oilers and Kings tied at 2. Teams trading goals in the first, trading goals in the second. Before the game, great ceremony. Congratulating Leon Draisaitl on 1,000 points in the National Hockey League. Draisaitl's got a couple of goals here tonight. He's up to 23 on the year. The Connor McDavid point streak still in the balance. 17 straight coming into this one. He does not have a point yet. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Fogel's pass off the stick of Ekholm and out of play.
They've just won more puck back. Like, it's a 2-2 game. If I was Chris Knobloch, I wouldn't be super happy with the Oilers' performance tonight. They don't have their A game going. And the Kings have come in and worked.
Yeah. Byfield wins the draw. Clark on the left wing point behind the net to Byfield. He'll take it to the left. Behind the net to Fogel. Fogel off the boards to the point. Edmondson will shoot it. That's blocked in the slot. And it's Bouchard to get it out. That hits a stick as it goes into the King zone. Hyman will get to the end boards. What was the call on that?
Right, offside.
Okay. Because it sure couldn't have been an ice.
Well, we're going to have a commercial break.
So it had to be offside. Okay, we will take one. It's tied at 2. 6 minutes and 17 seconds gone here in the third. The Oilers and the Kings from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway in Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. The Oilers and the Kings are tied at 2. We've played 6 minutes and 17 seconds of the third period. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Connor Ingram. Well, Ferrier will take the draw for Los Angeles. It'll be Connor McDavid for the Oilers. And the puck on the right. Clark in front of the net, scores, redirected in front of the net. I think LaFerriere got his stick on it, and the Kings have their first lead of the evening. They're up 3-2.
Oh, the Oilers, this has been a poor performance. Kings have outworked them, and we talked about critical faceoffs. And yes, Edmonton scored a goal off a faceoff win. I'm not even. LaFerriere just got a piece of it. Give Brent Clark credit. It's a good play by him.
Yep.
Oh, dig yourself out.
LaFerriere gets his 12th of the year, 6:21 the time of the goal. It's 3-2 for the Kings. Good redirection. It goes 5-hole on Ingram.
McDavid's had a rough night, face-off circle, and he hasn't had a shooter's mentality in this game. And it's played a factor because he's had chances to put it to the net and has not.
Shot into the Oilers zone. Ingram gloved it, so it'll be a face-off in Edmonton territory.
And the best McDavid's looked all game has been when he's been with Draisaitl and Hyman. The problem is Draisaitl's combined for 2 goals with Kapanen and goals.
Off the draw, puck in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson on the left to Nurse. Nurse up the right wing to Draisaitl, comes in over the LA line. Went to the middle, and that's hacked away from him, and it comes out. Emberson to Nurse. 3-2, Kings lead here in the third. Nurse will get to center. Shot the puck in. Doughty on the end boards, trying to get away from Draisaitl. Up the right to Turcotte. Turcotte just got it out. Emberson over the center ice line will shoot it in. Ferrier from Clark and Kempe has put the Kings up 3-2 on Edmonton. Podkol's a cross ice pass to the right wing point to Emberson. Now to the line. Nurse to Draisaitl, back to the point. Emberson shot blocked. It's kept in on the right wing. Anderson to the boards. Got it to the top of the circle for Fiala. Fiala to Kuzmenko. Into the Oiler end, back to Fiala. He'll get to the middle of the ice, and coming back, lifting his stick, Draisaitl. The long pass, and it went off of Ceci before it could get to Janmark.
We have a penalty.
And there's a penalty coming up. And the Edmonton Oilers are about to go on the power play. 7 minutes and 42 seconds into the third. Down by 1 to the Kings.
LA 96, minor penalty, high sticking.
High sticking call against Andrei Kuzmenko.
Well, I got the wrong guy.
Yep.
It was Turcotte 15,
yeah.
96.
96 was in the vicinity.
They're in overtime in San Jose tonight, Bakersfield Condors. Tied at 3.
Cool. All right, second power play of the game for Edmonton. They're 0 for 1. The power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Well, it'd help if you'd win a draw to start the power play here.
Face off to the right of Forsberg, and it does go to McDavid. They'll give it to Nugent Hopkins. Oh, his pass in front of the net, blocked by Anderson. It's shot down the ice.
You don't have to set Draisaitl up for the hat trick. You need a game-tying goal. Get the goal.
McDavid through the middle of the ice, over the King line, over to the left wing point, to the blue line for Bouchard. He went to put it through the middle. It hit Laferriere, come out. Bouchard has to go back to get it.
What a turn there.
Nugent Hopkins into the Kings end. It goes to the left wing corner. Back to the blue line to Bouchard on the left to McDavid. Cross ice to Draisaitl to McDavid through the middle. Left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins goes in behind the net. To Draisaitl, the shot saved by Forsberg, and the puck cleared out by Foegele. Bouchard. The minute to go here in the Edmonton power play. Oilers down by 1. 3-2 Kings lead. And through center, it's McDavid. Comes in over the line. On the left to Nugent Hopkins. Off the boards to Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Behind the net to McDavid. His pass to Draisaitl. Glances off his stick. Now McDavid out of the right wing corner. Checked on the play. And Dumoulin will get it to the line and just out. Bouchard brought it back in. That's offside.
This game means a lot to LA. They're
definitely. Coming into tonight, they're a point out of the playoff picture.
They've been the more desperate team. They've been the edgier team. That puck was out. Maybe not. It was not out.
No.
Wow.
It looked like it went up on end and had stayed in. Crowd reacting to the video scoreboard.
Well, we'll take the one that stayed in last year in the playoffs. How's that?
Fair enough. Tripped up was McDavid off the draw. Edmonton's going to have a 5-on-3 for 36 seconds.
I take the time out here. These guys have been out here for a minute 24.
All right, slash and call.
I don't know why you don't just...
Okay.
Okay. Make it count.
Yeah, great opportunity here for Edmonton to tie things up. Kempe to the box for the slash.
He didn't like it too much.
Didn't like it at all.
He's having a bit of a...
Yep. Kuzmenko's in for the high stick, of which has 36 seconds left in it.
What's going on here?
I don't know. There's some discussion over at the penalty box area.
Now, we should say the Oilers have not been sharp on 5-on-3s. They're at 34% going into this game. What am I going to say? It wasn't a penalty? I mean, you've already called it a penalty.
There was some discussion down there. There still is.
I don't really... Are we a second off on the...
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. It's got to be the...
Whatever it is, they figured it out.
Okay. Well, now you got to win the draw if you're Leon. And if the Oilers got to know, they're going to get called for a penalty right away here.
Oilers win the draw. Bouchard in the middle. Now on the right, top of the circle, McDavid. Right side to Draisaitl, to Bouchard, across to McDavid. Left corner, Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. The shot, scores! Connor McDavid has tied the game at 3.
Forsberg totally was thinking that McDavid was going to slide it through the seam over to Draisaitl. Instead, he quickly snipes one home, and he's got an 18-game point streak.
The longest of his career, and that is his 30th goal of the year. And the Oilers have tied the game at 3.
And they still have a minute 46 to work with on the power play.
So they're now 1 for 2. Found a little room on the short side. Stick side on Forsberg. Snuck it through there.
I'm going to tell you, Edmonton's going to get the next penalty in this game, Cam, just so you know.
Oh, that I believe.
You believe that?
Oh, absolutely. Shot down into the Oiler end. Up the right wing is Bouchard. He'll give it to Draisaitl. To center to McDavid, comes into the Kings zone, goes to the right wing corner. We're tied at 3 here in the third. Puck to the line. Bouchard, right wing to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid, into the slot, and the puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. The blue line to Bouchard, left corner for Draisaitl. In front of the net, off the stick of Hyman. What a chance that would have been. And it is cleared down the ice by Byfield. 1:05 to go in the man advantage. We're halfway through the third. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Kings. Draisaitl at center. Now to Bouchard, comes into the Kings zone. Stops on the right wing. Puck goes to the corner. Cece's got it in his skates, got it loose, and cleared out by Fogle.
They still want us, this first unit still wants to stay on the ice.
Bouchard will drop it back to McDavid. He has scored to tie this game up. He's got points in 18 straight. Comes into the Kings zone, left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard get the assists, and that gets shot all the way down. Out from behind the net is Nurse. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Second unit on there now is Savoy. On the left to Roslovic, over the line to Howard, to the left wing point to Nurse. Poked it down the boards. LaFerriere will get it out to Byfield. He'll get it the rest of the way down.
Oilers had a chance, the second unit, to take it to Lynette, so they dropped it off to Nurse. And LA knows their reads. Did a good job there.
Roslovic, as the penalty expires, gets to center, shoots it in. Edmonton 1 for 3 on the power play. We're tied at 3 with 8:45 to go here in the third period. Fiala out of the Kings zone. And over the Edmonton line on the right wing, Turcotte shot, and the save made by Ingram. Holds it up against his body. We'll take a break. 8:35 to go in the third. Oilers and Kings tied at 3 from Rogers Place. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
You're at Rogers Place. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. 8:35 to go in the third. Oilers and Kings tied at 3. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Teams have traded goals in all 3 periods. Oilers tie it up on the power play. McDavid from Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard at 9:20. Face off to the left of Ingram. Frederick up against Turcotte. Puck gets into the corner. And Fiala knocked off his stick. Kuzmenko get it to the left wing. From the left wing point came Anderson to Turcotte. Now behind the net, Kuzmenko with Nurse right on him. Puck on the end boards. Turcotte had it poked away from him. And Nurse up the left wing. To Lazar, went to dump it in, and his stick just snaps in half.
Gotta stop doing that. It's twice in 2 games. Look out.
On the left wing, it's Fiala. Into the Oilers zone, out to Turcotte, the shot, and the save made by Ingram. Puck along the boards inside the Edmonton end. Draisaitl behind the goal to Emberson. Up the left wing, for Janmark. Janmark will take it into the corner, though. Up the right side to Emberson. Played it off his skate. And he'll one-hand it back into his own end for Nurse. Nurse slowly starts up through the middle. Up through the middle, it was directed in, and Edmondson will get it up the right side and out. It's in the neutral zone. Kempe will take it into the Oiler end. He cuts through the middle over the line. Over to the left, drops it. The shot by Edmondson. Save made by Ingram. Just got enough of it. Colson trying to get it out. He can't. Clark kept it inside the Edmonton end. Edmondson's stick, his stick snapped in half. And Draisaitl will turn in front of the Oiler net, get it up the right side.
3 guys. Got to make that pass.
LaFerriere down the left wing into the Oiler zone. Left wing corner. Stolen from him by Bouchard. Gave it to Draisaitl. 6:49 to go in the third. Tied at 3. The Oilers and the Kings. Bouchard to Ekholm. Ekholm still inside the Oiler end. Oh, to Hyman. Went off both his skates. And back to Bouchard. Bouchard will stop behind the net. Skating through is McDavid. Gave it back to Bouchard. Up to center to Nugent-Hopkins. Dumps the puck in off the right corner boards. It goes over top of the circle, and it's Byfield out for the Kings. Byfield over the line to Ceci on the right. Around behind the net to Fogle. Goes over to the right side. Got it out to the slot. The shot by Perry, and the save made by Ingram. They'll hold on with 6:07 to go here in the third, and the game tied at 3.
See the play Corey Perry made back in the D zone? Beat 2 Oilers. Very similar to the play that he made in the game-winning goal in overtime on the power play in game number 1 of the Stanley Cup final, where he uses his frame and his skate, protects the puck. Or, frankly, the overtime goal that Draisaitl scored against Vegas, where Perry fenced it on the right side wall to free up a 2-on-1. This is a big draw defensively here for Frederick, who's taken a bunch of them.
It's to the left of Ingram. Goes into the corner. Nurse along the boards, up the left wing to Savoy. Out through center and across on the right to Stastny. Made a move at the line, and it goes offside. We're going to take a break with 5:56 to go here in the third. The Oilers and the Kings all tied at 3 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 5:56 to go in the third. Edmonton and Los Angeles tied at 3.
2 shots on goal here in the period for the
shots.
Oilers.
Yeah, 9-2. The shots are in favor of Los Angeles here in the third. Draisaitl the Nurse in the neutral zone. To Stastny off the right wing side and in. To Doughty behind his net, but it's broken up by Kapanen. Top Top of the circle to Draisaitl, now to Podkolzin. Over to the right, Stastny goes into the right wing corner. Now to Podkolzin, to the left wing point to Nurse. Down the left side, puck comes out. The shot by Podkolzin, or by Kapanen. The save made by Forsberg, and it's cleared. And Kuzmenko comes in with Turcotte. Kuzmenko stops up, walks out. The shot hit the post. It's behind Ingram and kept out. What a chance, cleared by Kapanen.
What is Nurse going? Like, come on, just stay on your feet.
No idea what he was doing. Kuzmenko rings it off the post, but it stays out. Kempe will shoot it in.
Edmonton lucky there.
Bouchard around the boards on the right to Howard, pinching down Edmondson. Ekholm will try the left wing. I got to the line, it came out.
Not well played defensively at all. And Ingram helped bail him out.
Up the left side, long pass to Howard. Comes into the Kings end, goes to the left wing corner, stops to the left wing point to Ekholm. Behind the net, it gets just past Roslovic. Ward along the boards. Howard in there too for the Oilers, and Laferriere got it out.
Kings have won a ton of puck battles here.
Clark into the Oiler end to Laferriere to the left wing corner. Takes it to the end boards. Down to Ward. Top of the circle is pass broken up by Savoy, and the Oilers able to get it out. Clark will shoot it back in. Gloved by Ingram, swept over to Bouchard. As we're coming up to 4 minutes to go in the third, and this game tied at 3. Up the right wing, it's McDavid. Off the right wing boards it in. It did go off of Hyman. It won't be icing. Dumoulin in behind the net. Up the right wing for Perry. To Fogle, off his stick and in. Ingram up the right wing, off of Hyman and out. Dumoulin, side his own end.
Oilers' transition game has left a little to be desired tonight. They got an open man, open far side.
Fogle cross pass, and that one just over the stick of Perry, and coming out to center is McDavid. Off the boards and in, it goes into the right wing corner in Los Angeles territory. Trying to dig it free is Hyman. Anderson had to go off of McDavid. Puck still up against the boards. Anderson over to Ceci. Going down is Ekholm. Comes free to Byfield, way up into the air, got it out. Under 3 to go here in the third. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Kings. Bouchard with it inside the Oiler end.
Chris playing all 4 lines here.
The fourth line gets out right now. Through the middle, off of Emberson and in. It's in behind the net. Inside the Los Angeles end. Over to the right wing is Lazar. Lazar to the top of the circle. Cycles the puck to Frederick. Frederick up against the boards. Battles with Anderson. Frederick trying to protect it. It gets to the line, and that's where Fiala will get it out. Give it to Kuzmenko. Comes into the Oilers zone on the right side. Checked by Nurse. Nurse gets it high in the air and out.
Oilers need a change here.
Grant Clark. Give it to Laferriere to Edmondson. Off the inboards on the right. Kuzmenko into the right wing corner. Kuzmenko get it back to the left point. Edmondson off the left wing boards, and he gave it away. And it's Podkolzin into the Kings zone. Stops on the right, looks to the middle, and just missed Draisaitl. Kapanen left wing corner to Draisaitl. Out to Podkolzin. It's top of the circle on the left to the blue line. Ekholm left wing to Draisaitl. The shot and the save by Forsberg. Puck on the left wing, and it's Draisaitl to the right wing point to Bouchard. On the right to Podkolzin, now to Kapanen. Kapanen goes in behind the LA net. On the right, just missing Draisaitl, and Fiala will get it out. The puck in the neutral zone. Minute 20 to go here in the third. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Kings. Stastny inside the Edmonton zone. As the McDavid line gets out there. Stastny to center, to the line, just got it in.
Wow, Kempe got away with an interference there. They're not going to give LA one here.
Doughty's long pass. We're into the last minute here in the third. Fogle jammed the puck into the Oiler end, and it's Nurse in the right wing corner.
LA playing a 1-3-1 here. Seen that before, haven't we?
Sure have. Drops it. And off the stick of Stastny, it goes deep into LA territory. Anderson to the right wing corner. It goes off the stick of Doughty, the puck into the high slot.
That's
Getting it out is Perry. Now to Byfield, in over the line with Vogel. The shot save made by Ingram. And he holds on. Quentin Byfield down the right wing had Vogel as well. And a good hard shot on net. Nice save by Ingram. We get the whistle with 31 seconds left to go here in the third, and the game tied at 3.
Draisaitl out here to take a draw. Roslovic as well as Frederick. If you're Edmonton, you got to kill the final 31.6 here and get it to overtime. If you're the Kings, you're pushing right here, right now with an O-zone draw. And will it be Leon or will it be Frederick to take the face-off?
Leon, Draisaitl into the face-off circle, and Byfield will stay in there. Thought maybe he was getting booted out. They get the sticks down. Puck goes to Corey Perry, right wing corner from the angle. Stop made by Ingram. Puck on the left point. Edmondson down the left wing boards to Perry into the middle off of Byfield to the right point. Doughty in front of the net, directed by Byfield wide. 15 seconds to go here in the third. Puck up at the line. Edmondson couldn't keep it in. Doughty will go in behind his net. 8 seconds left. Doughty's probably just going to wait there, and he will. And this thing's going to go to overtime. Traded goals in the first, second, and third. Gets us to tied at 3 after 60 minutes. We're going to need a little extra. And we'll have it for you when we come back. Oilers and Kings heading to overtime from Rogers Place. It's for Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com. Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers and Kings going to some extra time. Edmonton 5-4 in 3-on-3 overtime, 0-2 in shootouts. They're 5-6 overall. The Kings are 4-5 in OT, 2-5 in shootouts. They're 6-10 overall in extra time.
And the Edmonton Oilers have won a total of 58% of the faceoffs in this game. Draisaitl has got 2 goals plus 2 in this game. He is at 63%. He's 12-7 in the circle. So you know what's going to happen here. It's going to be Draisaitl, McDavid, and Bouchard, and you'd have to think Byfield will take the faceoff for LA. Byfield's 5-9 in this game, 36%. Laferriere's 5-5, 50%.
All right.
And you know what possession is?
Yep.
Often said to be 9/10 of the rule, or was it the law?
Of the law. Well, in OT, sometimes you win that first draw and you can win the game. All right. 5 minutes up on the board. Draisaitl scoring twice. McDavid has 1. Perry, Lee, and Laferriere for Los Angeles. Time to get them lined up. They do. The puck dropped, and the Kings have the first possession. It's Doughty with it.
Well, force him.
Doughty in his own zone. Now to Byfield. Byfield.
Remember how pumped up he got last year when he scored in overtime against the Oilers. He's playing on that line with Vogel, and they lit Edmonton up in that game in LA.
Laferriere will bring it in on the right. That's knocked away from him. Edmonton has the puck, and it's Draisaitl. Long pass on the right to McDavid. He's got Bouchard with him. McDavid stops up, waits. The shot save made by Forsberg. The puck in behind the net. McDavid recovered it. One hands it to the blue line. Bouchard will bring it out, and the Oilers will reset. Bouchard at his own blue line. To Draisaitl. Draisaitl through the middle, little touch pass to McDavid to Draisaitl. Comes into the King zone on the right wing, off the right wing boards to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl. Top of the circle to the blue line to Bouchard, left wing to McDavid. Spins to the left wing boards, couple of moves. Doughty will come in and broke it up to get it out, but the Oilers still have it, and it's McDavid in the neutral zone. They got hit by Laferriere. Puck goes to Kempe. Kempe then had to go off his stick. Nugent Hopkins will bring it in. He'll shoot. That just missed. And it comes off the end boards. Kempe to center. Kempe on the right wing. At the Edmonton line to Fiala. To Kempe as they gain the zone. To the left for Clark. Clark will bring it out.
Clark can beat you one-on-one. He's got great lateral movement.
To Fiala. Fiala through the middle. Into the Oiler end. Drops it to Clark. He lost it. Here comes Nugent Hopkins. Down the left wing with Hyman. In over the line. The pass to Hyman. Jabbed it on net. Save made by Forsberg. Nugent Hopkins in the left corner got checked. And it's a 2-on-1 for the Kings. Fiala down the left wing with Clark. Nurse the lone man back. And now Fiala waiting. Pass across. Oh, that was stopped. Sliding across Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins blocked it. And the puck comes out. Fiala in over the line on the right. Left wing to Edmondson. In front of the net, and Kuzmenko couldn't find the handle. Puck goes just out of the zone. Fiala dump it back into his own end to Forsberg so they can make a change. Long pass on the right. Kuzmenko lost it. It goes deep into the Oiler end. Turcotte taken to the end boards hard by Nurse.
Wow, what a play
lost
by...
his stick. And now the puck given away. And it's McDavid racing down the right wing. And over the line. The shot saved by Forsberg. And the puck in behind the net. And it's Turcotte with it for Los Angeles. Glorious opportunity there for McDavid. Minute 50 to go here. Inside the overtime as Clark almost gave it away to McDavid. Comes out. Byfield. Checked. It goes to McDavid. He's got Draisaitl. Into the King zone. McDavid to Draisaitl. Shot off the stick of Clark and out of play with a minute 34 to go here in OT.
Big boys don't want to come off here. They want to stay on.
Yeah.
Come on. And they are the big boys.
Yeah. Face-off will be to the right of Forsberg. There's been good chances at both ends of this overtime. Forsberg's made a couple of big saves. Nugent Hopkins had an amazing block.
Chris now is going to take a timeout. Love it.
They'll keep those guys out there.
Love it.
Yeah, Oilers took their time, making it look like they would make a change, which they didn't. Then took the timeout, thus maximizing the time.
And it's the proverbial Hudson Bay rules on the ice right now. You know what I'm saying?
As it should be. But this one could have ended a few times here in OT. Either way.
Yeah. This has been highly entertaining.
Yeah, highly entertaining overtime.
And again, we're back to need to win the draw.
Yep.
And Byfield did a real good job on the opening face-off in overtime against Leon. Actually knocked Leon to the ice.
All righty, here we go. Face-off to the right of Forsberg with a minute 34 to go here in overtime. Draisaitl wins the draw. Bouchard skates across the top of the circles. Gave it to McDavid. McDavid might go to the net. He does! Saved by Forsberg! And the net gets knocked off in behind Forsberg.
And Forsberg, or
McDavid thought it went in.
And Doughty cross-checked McDavid right into the net.
They're going to look at this. They're going to look at it. Yeah, McDavid drives to the net. Runs into Forsberg. The puck does go in. The puck does go in. When did the net come off?
Are they going to say he interfered with the goalie?
Well, you could argue that.
That puck's in.
It is.
It's not going to
But he made contact with Forsberg before Doughty hit him.
I don't see how this is awarded a goal.
Yeah.
I would be stunned.
Yeah, I would be stunned too.
We also need the other angle here.
But he made contact with Forsberg before Doughty hit McDavid into the net.
There's no way this
I don't know how this would.
But the other thing it does?
Well, it buys him more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a minute 24 to go here in OT. They are looking at it. Yeah, the puck did go in the net. He was just in behind Forsberg. It hit the post and went in. And the net was still on.
Doughty's all fired up here.
Yeah. Well, even if they do say it was a goal, I'm sure the Kings would challenge that for goalie interference. So that would probably be the next step.
I don't see how it can count.
The crowd urging on.
Here's the
referees. Here comes the call.
After the review, the ruling on ice is confirmed. There was goaltender interference. There's no goal in the play.
Quit throwing stuff on the ice. Please. Don't be throwing that. You're better than that.
Yeah. But it's the right call.
It was the right call.
The right call.
Like, if that was reversed, we could say there's no way that should count. So, no, it's the right call. No. It's never going to be a goal.
Okay, the faceoff comes outside the blue line. We got a minute 24 to go in overtime. And Draisaitl can bump that back to Bouchard, and the Oilers have possession. Bouchard will retreat in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard waiting. Now to McDavid, comes into the Kings zone, drives down the left side, in front of the net, poked away by Forsberg. The net knocked off as Byfield ran into it, and the face-off will be in the Kings zone. A minute 4 to go here in OT.
Right there, McDavid fighting through Byfield.
Yeah.
Getting inside positioning on him.
Forsberg with the poke check. It's amazing how he received that pass from Bouchard with one hand on his stick, and it's a bullet pass, and it just sticks to his stick.
He's got pretty good skill.
Yeah, that skill level is off the charts. And he's got an 18-game point streak, the longest of his career. Face off to the right of Forsberg. And this time, Kings get possession, and Doughty has it behind the net. Last minute here in overtime is Doughty through the middle. Steps up to center, can drop it back. Byfield brings it in. On the left to Laferriere, to the blue line to Doughty. Doughty will take it out. Right wing to Byfield, but that goes off his skate. Maybe the Oilers can get possession. Draisaitl on the left wing, but Byfield got it loose and gave it to Fiala. Fiala up the left wing. Fiala into the Oilers zone. Crisscrosses, and a penalty coming up to Byfield with 29 seconds left in the period, as he got the stick up on Bouchard. They were crisscrossing in the Oilers zone. Interference the call against Byfield. .29 seconds to go here in overtime. A 4-on-3 power play.
Now you got to win the face-off.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to crash in and you got to support. You got to crash in and support if you lose the draw. And nobody can pass up a shot attempt. 29 seconds left.
Yeah, you don't got a lot of time.
Make it count.
Presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Oilers don't win the draw. Edmondson can rim it, and that's going to go down the ice.
Stay in the...
Yeah, Ingram will stop it behind the net to Bouchard. 20 seconds left. Bouchard, left wing to McDavid into the Kings' end, into the slot. Draisaitl hammered it just wide. The puck on the right side, and it'll be cleared out by LaFerriere. 5 seconds left. Bouchard, left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. A shot, glove saved by Forsberg right at the whistle. And we are going to need a shootout to decide this.
A while since we've had one.
Yeah, in fact, the Oilers have only had 2 of them this year. They lost them both.
No shots in overtime for LA.
Well, there was the block by Nugent-Hopkins.
Edmonton at 5.
Yeah. Well, Forsberg, full credit. Made some solid saves.
Okay, well, we know it's going to be Draisaitl, Nugent-Hopkins, and McDavid shooting for Edmonton. And McDavid's already been stopped on a partial breakaway.
Yeah. November 4th. That was the last one. Oilers had a shootout to open the season against Calgary, and then the one against Dallas on November 4th. So Edmonton 0-2 in shootouts this year. The Kings are 2-5.
Now, the rule of thumb is usually you want to shoot second. Great song, by the way.
It is a good song.
Edmonton's going to shoot first.
Okay. Anton Forsberg's 1-1 this year in shootouts. For Ingram, it's his first. Okay. McDavid to start it off. McDavid way to the right. Works back to the middle. The backhand, the save by Forsberg coming across. McDavid didn't get all of that backhand.
Got to shoot the puck.
Yeah.
I bet you Kempe is going to come in here and blast it.
Does have a good shot.
He's got a great shot, and he tends to shoot high glove. Keep that in mind.
3 out of 7 this year in the shootout is Kempe. As Kempe comes in, the forehand scores. Made a little deke, went to the forehand. Goes stick side on Ingram, and the Kings lead the shootout 1-0.
He's better when he shoots and doesn't deke.
2 for 2 this year as Draisaitl comes in, drills a shot, and they're saved by Forsberg.
Exact same move that he scored at the end of the 17-18 season against Vancouver. This last game the Sedins played in here.
Brant Clark, the next shooter.
This guy's got some skill.
1 for 1 this year on the shootouts. So Clark slowly through the middle. Now sort of weaves his way in. His shot pad save made by Ingram. Trying to go low stick side. Oilers need a goal here.
Now, Nugent-Hopkins has a very deceptive wrist shot, often from about 25 feet out.
All right, Nugent-Hopkins needs to score to keep it going. He'll shoot. Pad save by Forsberg, and the Kings will win this in a shootout.
I'll give LA credit.
Yep.
I mean, I thought that here on the balance of the game, they were probably the better team tonight. Oilers pick up a point. They still have yet to win 3 straight games all season.
Isn't that, this is the 8th time They had an opportunity to win three straight.
They went into tonight's game tied for first. The last score I saw, Vegas and St. Louis, is 3-2 for Vegas. I mean, they're right there, but give the Kings credit. Second of a back-to-back, and they end up winning 4-3, and the Oilers had a couple chances. I mean, after they scored in the 5-on-3, they had about a minute and 25 seconds still on the 5-on-4. Couldn't capitalize, and then did not score on a very abbreviated power play at the end of the game. And ultimately, the Kings win the skills competition 4-3, the final score. Edmonton was outshot in this game, 31-24. Draisaitl was terrific tonight with a couple goals. Some other guys maybe passing off a little earlier in the game. The dads are here. They're in town, and they got back-to-back games coming up in Chicago and Nashville. And Edmonton, I'd be very surprised if we don't see a better performance in one of those two games.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
Give the Kings credit. They worked hard, and they pick up the extra point. Kings win it 4-3 in a shootout. Leon Draisaitl scoring twice for Edmonton. Connor McDavid also scoring for the Oilers. Connor McDavid now with 18 straight points in 18 straight games. That is a career high for him. For Los Angeles, Corey Perry, Andre Lee, and Alex Laferriere scoring during the game. In the shootout, the Kings, they get the goal by Kempe, and that was the difference in this one. As the Kings get the win, they're 19, 15, and 10 on the year. The Oilers drop to 22, 16, and 7. 4-3 Kings over the Oilers in a shootout. Our Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Postgame Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers win the draw. Bouchard in the middle. Now on the right, top of the circle, McDavid. Right side to Draisaitl, to Bouchard, across to McDavid. Left corner, Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. The shot, scores! Connor McDavid has tied the game at 3.
All right, there you go. That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. The Oilers do get a point, but they lose 4-3 in the shootout. This is the Rogers postgame show from the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth on the Oilers Radio Network.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's bring aboard our inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. After I tell you, no Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal Game, Health, Dental, Travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Rob, what'd you see tonight?
Well, I think it was a proper outcome. I think the LA Kings were the better of the two teams tonight. Yep. The Oilers, as usual, when they get power plays, they make them count. And the Oilers' power play was able to get them a point in this hockey game. But the Winnipeg Jets embarrassed the LA Kings last night. The LA Kings came in tonight and played with a bit more pride, a little more desperation and urgency. They didn't have as talented a lineup as the Oilers did, but they played well. They forced the issue. Going into overtime, I think the Oilers had only had 19 shots on net. It was a very good defensive game for the LA Kings, but the Oilers didn't match the urgency, other than when they had their power plays. This wasn't as good an effort as we've seen the last two nights by the Edmonton Oilers.
I hated their transition game tonight, and the Kings sat back in that 1-3-1. And the Oilers have got their defense up at the opposition blue line. And it fed some chances the other way. And the Oilers seem to be sleeping at times on zone entries for LA, where they were activating a backside player, a weak side player, and creating some looks as well. I thought Connor Ingram had a decent start for Edmonton.
He did, and he needed to be. I mean, to start the second period, the LA Kings had 3 2-on-1s in the first 4 minutes of the second period. They had 5 odd man breaks in the second period. The Oilers defensively weren't as good, and they were fortunate that the LA Kings were missing, Kopitar and Trevor Moore, and it's not an offensive team, because defensively the Oilers, this was not a great night. But it was a great night for Leon Draisaitl. He was excellent in this hockey game. And I really
that line was really good.
That line was good. And what I love is, and I talked with Brendan after I guess it was the second period, but the set play they had off the face-off, they are so intricate with their set plays. It wasn't just Leon winning the face-off to Bouchard and sliding out. It's Leon winning the face-off, but Colson coming through the circle to make a pick of the center who's supposed to be covering Leon, giving Leon that extra space to be able to get wide open for the shot. All 5 guys on the ice had a set move on that play that eventually created the goal for Leon Draisaitl. That line was good. Captain was good again, but Colson doesn't get a point on the first goal. He creates the whole goal with the big hit on Clark. It was... The Oilers played well enough to get a point, but they certainly didn't deserve the 2. The LA Kings were the better of the 2 teams.
All right, father and mentor strip coming up into Chicago, into Nashville. Chicago's got a very young defense right now. They do have Connor Bedard back. They got some injuries and sickness in goal right now. And then Nashville, the Oilers seemingly have had their number. But you got to play better than what we saw tonight.
Well, the LA Kings have been struggling, and they went with their backup goaltender, and they were missing their star centerman, and they were missing one of their top goal scorers and more, and they were the better of the 2 teams. The Oilers seemed at times this year to play down to their competition, and that's something that we've seen in the past with the Oilers. They need a better effort. They have a better team than Chicago. They have a better team than Nashville, but both teams are capable of beating them if you don't bring your A effort. I thought, again, Ingram gave them a solid start, but the Oilers they leak too many grade A chances. When the Oilers play sound defensive hockey, they are very, very tough out. When they leak grade A chances, well, that forces them. Again, Ingram plays well, but the Oilers have to score 4 to win. That just means you're not playing well enough defensively. So the Oilers must tighten up defensively when they play in Chicago, and certainly when they play in Nashville.
Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today. Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Why is it always Ryan Nugent-Hopkins that wins the smart play of the game? It's brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with the all-natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all-natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. And RNH made a defensive play on an open net to give Edmonton a couple more opportunities on the 3-on-3 and overtime. Great play. Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Bakersfield Condors lose 4-3 in San Jose tonight. They're sick and injury-riddled. Tomorrow night, they get LA's farm team, Ontario, at home in Bakersfield. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Oil Kings go 3 for 3 on a Saskatchewan trip. They beat Swift Current. Last night, they beat Saskatoon in a huge matchup tonight, head-to-head against PA. They came away with a 5-3 victory. They have Medicine Hat here on Wednesday. It's going to be a great game. National Hockey League. The Golden Knights have moved a point ahead of Edmonton for top spot in the Pacific Division by virtue of a 4-2 victory over the St. Louis Blues, who lost Philip Broberg to what would likely be a concussion on a hit for Mark Stone. By the way, Stone ended up having to fight Braden Shen in that game, two former Brandon Wheat King teammates. The Islanders 4-3 overtime victory in Minnesota. Chicago a 3-0 victory over the Preds. The Oilers in Chicago on Monday, in Nashville on Tuesday, home to the Islanders on Thursday. Hurricanes 3-2 over Seattle. Tampa Bay Lightning 4-point performance from Kucherov. They beat the Flyers 7-2. The Panthers a 3-2 win in Ottawa, despite the fact Matthew Tkachuk still isn't back. Of course, they haven't had Barkov all year, and now Marchand's out, and they still found a way to win. Meanwhile, Detroit 4-0 victory in Montreal. The Maple Leafs are on fire. They're 7-0-2 in their last 9. They beat the Canucks 5-0. Right now, I'm thinking Vancouver might be the team that ends up coming in dead last in the league. Buffalo Sabres, they are on fire. 12 wins in their last 13 games. They beat the Anaheim Ducks 5-3. And Macklin Celebrini, 3 points, set up the GWG and OT as San Jose rallied for a 5-4 victory over the Dallas Stars. Flames, 2-1 winners in Pittsburgh. Avalanche, 4-0 victory at home against the Blue Jackets. McKinnon held off the score sheet. That means McDavid and McKinnon are tied for the Art Ross lead. And the Boston Bruins, not one but two hat tricks tonight. Marat Husnadinov, 4 goals. Pavel Zacha, 3. Boston 10, the Rangers 2. I think maybe the Rangers needed to allow Lafreniere and Kakko to take on more ownership of that team. I mean, we're talking about a number 2 and number 1 overall pick. Of course, Kakko's out of there. Lafreniere does not even look like the same player. And the Rangers, without the likes currently of Adam Fox or Igor Shesterkin, they are struggling. Oilers lose 4-3 in a shootout. They do pick up a point. 8 times this year they've had a chance for 3 straight wins. They haven't pulled it off yet. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot, but it doesn't have to be. Northern Lakes College is here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Explore programs in academic upgrading, apprenticeship trades, business and administrative studies, health, human services careers, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of programming available through continuing education. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College. NorthernLakesCollege.ca. What's stopping you?
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Let's go to tonight's 3 stars, brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or XL, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. The 3rd star tonight with a goal and assist was Evan Bouchard. He had a goal and assist or 2 assists? He got 2 assists. 2nd star tonight, Alex Laferriere of the LA Kings, who had a strong 2-way game and added a goal. 1st star on a night in which the Oilers celebrated Leon Draisaitl reaching the 1,000-point plateau in his NHL career, the silver stick. Well, guess what? Draisaitl had 2 goals. He was the best player on the ice, dominant in the face-off circles. Well, the Rogers postgame shows heard following each of our NHL broadcasts, and Edmonton returns to action in Chicago on Monday. I won't be a sleeper. You can't get up to play in that building. You don't belong in the league. For my play-by-play partners this year, Cam Moon who called tonight's game, and Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan S. Scott, Aidan Gannam, studio producers, Eamon Asham at the helm tonight, and Kellen Kennedy and our longtime engineer, Troy Bull, or Bob Stoffer saying so long from Rogers Place. Oilers 2-0-1 in their last three, but they cannot win a third consecutive.
Them in check.
Might not stop him.
No one's stopping Richard, as you've already documented. Here's Ekholm driving it in deep. Anton Forsberg and Brant Clark. He got blasted from behind by Colson, and Draisaitl buries it. On the night, they celebrate 1,000 points. Leon Draisaitl opens the scoring.
Stick Okie talked about, and this is just getting on your horse on the forecheck. This rim around handled by Forsberg, but it's the forecheck once again. Puck pulls him with a big hit. And then this puck comes to Kapanen. He's played really well in this line with Draisaitl and Podkolzin. Three big guys that can skate.
At 15% on the power play, and the Oiler kills 17 for its last 18. But Kempe wins another faceoff, and here's Brant Clark shooting, and a glove save. Rebound score. Ingram didn't handle it cleanly, and Corey Perry fires home the rebound, as he's done for 21 years. That's his 10th of the year, matching the number on his back, and we're tied.
Get himself into tight spaces, and he loves it. He loves going to the front of the net. He was chatting with a lot of guys on the bench. Very, very popular player everywhere he goes, and especially here in Edmonton, going to the Stanley Cup final the last couple of years. And here just in front of Ingram. So this wrister by Clark is a little bit of a high one, but it comes in. Ingram can't quite see it, knocked down. And Corey Perry, as he's done for so many years. Watch this little knuckler kind of sent in, but it's the timing of it. Ingram gets a good slap at it with the glove, but it drops down right in front of him. It was a reaction kind of save, the first one. A good chance, heady play, as you mentioned, Jack, by Byfield. Understanding the Fogle was far side, little indirect pass off the pad.
One-timer score! Draisaitl right off the draw, set up by Bouchard. And the man who has celebrated before the game has celebrated twice tonight. Edmonton regains the lead.
Face-off play here for Edmonton. Watch Draisaitl get going. He knows it's coming. As soon as it happens, bam. He ever walk into that one, Daudier. Testing the blocker high.
Anderson up to Ward. Byfield shot tipped home. And it's Andre Lee with his second NHL goal. Scored once last year. And the 6'5" forward ties the game at 2.
They've been pushing downhill when it comes offensively. Quick ups and driving to the net. And they've been relentless right from the start of the game. There was a small portion.
So apparently still something special about scoring in front of your parents, Jack.
Absolutely.
It kind of cracks me up off the draw. Brant Clark centering pass tipped home, and the Kings had their first lead of the night at 3-2. LaFerriere was in the slot, and I believe he was the man who got a piece.
Saw in the setup, you're going to see him say, okay, look at this here, go here, make sure, whatever he's saying, I think he just doesn't like the formation and wants to make sure that people are ready. Credit Clark, though, he's the one. It's a quick win by LaFerriere to Kempe. He drops it right to Clark, and Clark just maybe gets a bounce here as he throws this in. He's got two players going to the net. No, that's a nice
5-on-3 for the Oilers. They're 2 for 3 and 5-on-3s this year. Bouchard twists one over to McDavid. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid. Shot, score! Game time! That's 30 for McDavid. And perhaps just as importantly, the Oilers will remain on the power play with a chance to take the lead.
Well, the face-off's so important. You have to come up with possession. 36 seconds once they do to kind of set it up. And for McDavid, little give and go and a quick shot short side. Doesn't elect to pass, and we saw Nugent Hopkins a couple of times try and test Forsberg from this side. But I think McDavid, when he gets this puck, he already knows that Forsberg's down. He's up, he's down again. Catches him in transition, maybe a little.
Kempe, 3 for 7 this year, 45% for his career. In on Ingram, scores.
backhand side. Doesn't take another stride from that point in time. Little fake elevation in tight high from backhand to forehand up over top of the block.
To keep the shootout going, Nugent Hopkins, 33% in his career. He stopped. Anton Forsberg with a right pad save, and LA on the second of a back-to-back prevails in a shootout, 4-3. On three for the Oilers. They're 2 for 3 and 5 on threes this year. Bouchard twists one over to McDavid. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid. Shot, score! Game tie! That's 30 for McDavid. And perhaps just as importantly, the Oilers will remain on the power play with a chance to take the lead.
Well, the face-off's so important. You have to come up with possession. 36 seconds once they do to kind of set it up. And for McDavid, little give and go and a quick shot short side. Doesn't elect to pass it. We saw Nugent Hopkins a couple of times try and test Forsberg from this side. But I think McDavid, when he gets this puck, he already knows that Forsberg's down. He's up. He's down again. Catches him in transition, maybe a little. Understanding the Fogle was far side, little indirect pass off the pad.
One-timer score! Draisaitl right off the draw, set up by Bouchard. And the man who has celebrated before the game has celebrated twice tonight. Edmonton regains the lead.
Face-off play here for Edmonton. Watch Draisaitl get going. He knows it's coming. As soon as it happens, bam. Gets his feet going aggressively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spinning. He's ready for that pass by Bouchard, who puts it right on place for the one-timer. He knows it's coming. It's a set play on a face-off win.
On December 16th, Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl became the 103rd player in NHL history to hit the 1,000 career NHL point milestone, and the 5th fastest non-North American-born player in league history to accomplish this feat. In doing so, he became the 5th Edmonton Oiler in franchise history to reach this mark, joining Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, Jari Kurri, and Connor McDavid. OilCountry, the first German-born player in NHL history to reach 1,000 points. Number 29, Leon Draisaitl. Joining us tonight to celebrate Leon's milestone, please welcome Leon's parents, Peter and Sandra, his wife Celeste, and their dog, Bowie. In honor of this achievement, Leon's teammates have gifted him with a custom-engraved Rolex watch to commemorate this milestone. And the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation has donated $25,000 in Leon's name to both the Ronald McDonald House Charities and Every Kid Deserves a Shot program, presented by Rogers, for a total of $50,000 donated. And now, we ask you to join us as we look back on Leon's journey to 1,000 career NHL points.
Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl!
It's a playoff hat trick for Leon Draisaitl.
I don't think there's a better playoff performer in the game than Leon Draisaitl.
Draisaitl! Game 1 hero!
Nice move! Draisaitl backhand scores! What a goal by Leon Draisaitl!
Definition of a gamer.
You know, Leon might be the best combination of the best passer in the game and maybe the best precision shooter in the game. You put that together, that's deadly.
Draisaitl.
He has got Mark Fane with him, fires it wide. Fane with a shot, he scores! And Leon Draisaitl gets his first NHL point.
What were you thinking at that point when you got number one?
Certainly that I don't get 999 more, I can tell you that for free.
Perron out in front with Jack Draisaitl. Another chance, he scores! Leon Draisaitl, his first National Hockey League goal.
They're now well on the power play in front, score! And this is the last sound of the horn at Rexall.
Picked off by Draisaitl. Draisaitl getting it to McDavid. Connor McDavid, McGee on his stick, scores! Draisaitl gets the assist. He has 100 points as well.
There's a center pass, one-timer, score! In overtime!
Draisaitl breaks free. He's got McDavid wide open. Gives it to him. McDavid shoots and scores! And Draisaitl has 300 NHL points. His 47th goal of the year, 100th point.
Shoots and scores! There's 50!
Leon Draisaitl, 500th career NHL point.
Draisaitl shoots, scores! Hat-trick goal for Leon Draisaitl.
Slimjanovskis backdoor. Draisaitl shoots and scores. 800 points for McDavid. 700 for Draisaitl.
Draisaitl to McDavid, a walk into Draisaitl. Score!
That's the 800th career point for Leon Draisaitl.
Draisaitl forces it on net. Fires and scores. And that gives him 900 points.
Draisaitl to Bouchard, back to Draisaitl across. McDavid feathered in front. Score! That's point number 1,000 for Leon Draisaitl. And the entire bench out to celebrate.
You know, I know how many people are a part of accomplishments like that, so many thanks go out to everyone.
We would now like to welcome the general manager of the Edmonton Oilers, Stan Bowman, to present Leon Draisaitl with a Tiffany Crystal on behalf of the National Hockey League. A golden stick represents 1,000 points in the National Hockey League. Making the presentation of the golden stick, we welcome CEO and President of Hockey Operations for the Edmonton Oilers, Jeff Jackson. On behalf of the National Hockey League, the Edmonton Oilers organization, and fans across oil country, congratulations, Leon, on this historic accomplishment.
No one's stopping Richard, as he's already documented. Here's Ekholm driving it in deep. Anton Forsberg and Brant Clark